Internet, and welcome to a special one-shot that we're doing here on Game Nights. We are so excited to have you all with us, and I am so excited to be running this game. Really quick, I'm going to do announcements, and I just pulled out my calendar, and then I closed it, because that's how I like to roll. Tomorrow, because I think today is Monday, tomorrow at 6 p.m., we are going to have another episode of Matropony at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, where Sean and I play video games together and try not to ruin our marriage in the process. I think we're still going to be playing Divinity.
Yeah.
If all goes to plan, we've been doing a playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2, and for the most part, it's going pretty well. I don't think anything really bad's happened yet. So we're going to keep doing that on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have another episode of Lynn's Day. Wednesday, Lynn's Day. And Lindsay, are you still playing Bioshock Infinite?
Sure am. Bioshock Infinite, thank you very much.
Bioshock Infinite on Wednesday, Wednesday. Join us 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, holy crap, I'm running another game on this Ding Dang channel. The next episode of All Myths Are True, the Monster of the Week game that I am running right now. We are coming upon a very dramatic conclusion to All Myths Are True except werewolves. So come and join us for that. There's werewolves, and there's guns, and there's drama, and there's magic, and there's lots of laughs. That's at also 8 p.m. on Thursday Eastern Time. And then on Saturday, we have another episode of Saturday Nights, which is our current long-running D&D 5e campaign. And then on Sunday, once again, I'll be running a game. I'll be running another session of Apocalypse When, which is my game that I run on Encounter Roleplay over at that fine channel. And speaking of Apocalypse When and Encounter Roleplay, we have a special guest that is going to play with us today. Sid, tell the people where they can find you on the internet.
On the internet, you can find me at Greek Sid on the Twitters. You can find me on Encounter Roleplay on Sundays with Savvy, which is awesome. And on Tuesdays, you can find me over on Femsplaincast. We're doing Neverland in D&D 5e. It's a lot of fun. And Peter Pan's a jerk. But yeah, check that out if you want to.
Wonderful. And the rest of these lovely faces you all out there already know from their many, many hours spent on this channel. We have Sid with us, as well as Lindsay and Alex and Morgan and Sean, and you can find all of their information on our website, which I don't think we've talked about in a little while, which is ggk.smbi.co. You can find all of our stuff on there. And then finally, we have a giveaway going right now. We are currently giving away a copy of Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus, one of the new D&D 5e adventure module. We are also super close to our first follower stretch goal. I don't know how many off we are. I think it's about 5 Twitch followers that are off.
4.
It's even less. We're 4 Twitch followers off from 250, and when we hit 250, we will give away a second prize. We'll give away the Descent into Avernus dice and miscellany set, which is dice and a dice tray and a dice box and a map and all kinds of wonderful art. All the information you need for that is in the tweet that is pinned to the GGK Twitter. So click the buttons, smash that follow button, I think is what we're supposed to say. Smash that like button, retweet the tweet, enter the giveaway, and win yourself a book. I think that's it. Anything I'm forgetting? No?
Nope.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll get to the fun stuff. So today, I'm gonna turn down my music just a little bit because it's kind of loud in my ears. Today, we are playing Crash Pandas, which is a one-page RPG by Grant Howitt. You may know him from other games that we run on this channel. Honey Heist. I think he also did The Witch is Dead, which we did a one-shot of, and several other things. So this one is Crash Pandas, and you guessed it, it's about raccoons racing cars. So really quick, we are going to introduce our characters quickly and get everybody set up with stats and equipment because it is super easy to do so. So if everybody would, we're gonna roll for stats really quick. All I need you to do is everybody roll me 4d4. And then you're gonna take those 4 numbers and assign them to your different stats. You can do this however you want. You can do it randomly. You can do it in order. You can do it based on your very elaborate backstory that I'm sure you all wrote and memorized ahead of time. You're going to assign one of the d4s to each of your stats. The first one is alacrity, which is moving quickly, leaping, climbing, swimming, jumping, all of those things. The second one is chutzpah, carrying off schemes, ruses, lies, and disguises. The third one is ferociousness, which is scratching, biting, maiming, fighting, doing things violently with your claws. And the fourth one being rotundity, remaining steadfast in adversity, thanks to your generous raccoon roundness. So,
Hey, I have a question.
yeah.
If I literally rolled all ones, can I roll again?
No, that's amazing.
How did you do that?
I rolled literally all ones.
That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I mean, I'll run with it if you want me to.
Do you want to roll again? Would you rather roll again?
I mean, maybe. Yes,
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
You can roll again.
Now I'm scared to roll.
As much as I want to tell
Okay.
you no. That's
Hi, I'm Beep Beep. I'm bad at everything.
He's kind of mean. Beep Beep needs to be good at least one thing.
Okay,
All
that's a
right.
little better.
Dang. Alex and Sean rolled really well.
Yeah. 4, 4, 3, 2.
So you have Sid has 2 4s, Sean has 2 4s, Alex has 2 4s. Oh, Beep Beep. Well, you got a 4 in there.
I do. Oh, Beep Beep.
I feel like that's probably how this whole session is gonna go. Okay, so take those 4 numbers, assign them to whatever stat you want them in based on what you think your raccoon would be good at. Excuse
Okay.
me. It is allergy season year-round down here in lovely Florida, and I can't stop coughing, so I apologize in advance. All right, so once you have assigned your stats, really quick, we're gonna roll for equipment, which is fun. So I did make a roll table for this. If you want to use it, it's under, I think, the macros. If you don't, you just need a d20, or you can just roll 2d20. Let's go around and have everybody roll for equipment because I would like to try to avoid having a lot of multiples of the same thing, and maybe not like 6 turbo rockets, which is pieces of equipment you can get.
Oh, bummer.
Who wants to go first?
What order are we on the overlay?
I have no idea.
I would be
Sean
going
is first.
first. Yeah.
All right, go Sean.
Okay.
So roll 2d20.
All right. 2d20. So 16 and a 20.
Okay, let me pull up the table.
Oh, the 20.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Where is my
fitting.
table? Okay,
So fitting.
16. You said a 16 and a 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, at 16, you have a mobile phone.
Okay.
All your friends take a picture. Chew the casing is what it says. And then 20, you have a turbo rocket.
Yeah.
The turbo rocket you can use once per race
Okay.
to give you a +3 to the speed of your car. Or if
Perfect.
you can think of something more creative to do with it, I'll probably also allow it.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds great.
Okay, who's next?
Sid would be.
Okay.
Okay,
That's next.
2d20.
All right. Oh, I got a mobile phone as well.
Okay,
Gotta
so you
reroll.
also no, it's fine unless you would like to have all different equipment.
Me?
No, yeah, go ahead and roll again. We'll try to get everybody different equipment. Okay. So your first item is a balloon.
Oh.
Okay.
You have a balloon.
I have a balloon.
It says the kind that you can use to float around until it pops.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and one more.
And
And a
a
banana.
banana.
So you're on 1 and 2. Delicious. Also, cars might slip on a wheel, is what this says. And then it says, I mean, they might.
You can certainly
Okay.
try.
We have a
Awesome.
balloon and a banana.
Cool.
Who's next?
Morgan.
Okay, let me try to use on that roll. Okay.
Okay.
A flame decal.
Oh,
A flame decal. It just says cool. So you have a flame decal to do with what you wish.
Yes, and a
And
fake
a
ID.
fake ID. All right. This says use this to buy booze, despite the fact that you're 2 years old and a raccoon. So you have a flame decal and a fake ID.
Nice,
Good.
nice.
All right. Next.
All right, I believe it is my turn now.
Okay.
Okay, one of those is also the banana, but let's see, I rolled an 11, which is the fake ID, so
Okay.
let me roll again.
Okay.
Okay, that's new stuff. I got the bandit mask and a cardboard box.
Okay. So you have a bandit mask, which is fun because you're already a raccoon. See what that says.
Alright.
Kind of redundant is what it says. And then cardboard box, multi-purpose logistics, and obfuscation device.
Excellent.
All
Dang.
I think Lindsay.
Hit me. 17 and 8.
Okay, 8 is a dog mask. So you can pass
Oh.
yourself off as a dog driving a car, and they'll never suspect a thing. And what was the other one?
Looks like a police. Oh, 17.
Oh, 17. Yeah, police siren. Makes noises and lights.
Ooh.
Okay.
Beep Beep's got the noisemaker.
So everyone write down what your equipment is because I'm not going to remember that you have it. So you all have 2 things. You are only ever allowed to have 2 things because you don't sort of have lots of space in your, I guess, raccoon pockets or your tiny backpacks or your hands if that's what you're carrying these things in. So if at any point something comes up and you do want to pick up something else and keep it, you have to get rid of one of the things you already have. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think that's all I need to do to set up. So let us go around really quickly, and we can go in the same order that we just did, starting with Sean, and tell us your raccoon's name and a little bit about them, as much as you want the audience and your other raccoons to know.
Sure. Well, this isn't okay. My question is, if I say this, it's not necessitating that the other raccoon. I'll say what the other raccoons don't know in character.
Okay.
But my character's name is Brian O'Connor. He is a professional street racer. Runs with a pretty tight crew of professional street racers. He's got his buddy Dom and his girl Mia and other characters who I'll have to pull up so I can reference them during the game. But what the other raccoons don't know is that he's actually an undercover FBI agent here to infiltrate the world of LA street racing, and here to fight some crime. And that's sort of his deal. But he's gotten in too deep, and he's fallen in love with the race and with the thrill, and with his crew and with the people he runs with, and doesn't want to give up this life now. That's Brian.
Okay, Brian O'Connor.
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
All right, Sid, tell us about your raccoon. I keep wanting to say panda because it's right there in the title.
I know. I keep saying it as well. So my raccoon is named Scritches, because that's just what everyone wants to do when she's around. They just want to give her scritches because she's just so cute. She's a very, very large raccoon. She has the most luxurious fur you've ever seen. She keeps it nice and tidy. And she's really good at making people think that she's just this adorable little kitty cat and just stealing what she needs to. The thing is, what Screeches doesn't know is that she actually is a cat. She was adopted by a raccoon mother and has been told this lie that she's a raccoon her entire life when she is in fact a Maine Coon cat. So yeah, whether or not that actually comes up, we'll see. But she legitimately thinks that she's a raccoon.
Drama abounds. Who next?
Uh, yes. Don't mind me as I finish typing what I my backstory. That we did not come up with 5 minutes ago. So Bandit is a raccoon who's owned by the eccentric and handsome Jeff Goldblum. And he was trained by Jeff to steal car parts and amongst other things, but Bandit likes to steal the car parts and has been slowly amassing enough parts to potentially build their own car. And that's Bandit.
Makes total sense. And I love it. Alex.
All right. So Crash, formerly Crash Pandacoon. If Scritches is a large raccoon by comparison, Crash is ginormous because he is a giant panda. He was brought to this country illegally, and as the person smuggling him, was found out, Crash was separated from his siblings in the ensuing high-speed car chase, and it has been his solemn vow ever since to learn how to drive fast so he can catch up to his missing siblings. And it was tough out there on the streets, but a family of raccoons took him in and helped care for him and teach him how to drive.
Okay. Welcome, Crash. Lindsay.
I am Lindsay. I'm playing Beep Beep. Beep Beep is a raccoon from the wrong side of the tracks. And I mean that literally because they just ended up on the wrong side of the tracks one day and they were like, that looks like some good trash. I'm gonna munch on that. Turns out that dumpster was on the what's it called? Route of an underground drag racing thing. So while Beep Beep was searching for some goodies, all they heard was a beep beep and then a big crash. And ever since then, their life was changed. And now they just can't get enough of causing mayhem and going fast.
Oh, man. Okay. Hearing them all together is very good. Okay. Well, that is our cast of wonderful raccoon characters. And I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, so welcome everybody to Crash Pandas, the Fast and the Furriest. The sun beats down on you from a clear blue Los Angeles sky. Your claws clack on the hot asphalt as you scurry across a parking lot towards an alley. This is your third dumpster of the day, and it's only mid-morning. A low grumble comes from your stomach. It's gonna be a long, hot day. Crash, Beep Beep, Scritches, and Bandit, you are all together currently, looking for your next meal in an alley, in a dumpster. And as you scavenge for something to eat, you hear a set of false footsteps, is how those words are said, for sure. You hear a set of small footsteps behind you as another raccoon approaches, one you recognize and maybe have worked with before, Brian O'Connor. Yep. Brian, you've been given an assignment, which you have the details of, and it's up to you what details you share with the rest of the crew, but regardless, you know you're going to need them if you want to pull this off.
Sup, guys? I already forgot which ones were here.
All of them.
Ah.
Everyone that's not you.
The good ones.
Here we got a race today.
Is there?
No.
Yeah.
Beep.
Yeah. Big things going down. Tonight, just after sunset. Looks like there's going to be some hot cars, some hot action just after the sun goes down, and your pretty good prize is on the line too. And I need the best with me. You in?
You know it.
Beep beep.
Good. Now we need some wheels, and we need to make sure We're tight. We're on the same page. So, I got the intel. I don't have the plan. Let's do this.
All right. So there's this race today. Tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Okay. And you don't have a car?
No, not right now. I don't assume I don't have a car right now.
No, you do not have a car.
No, it's got a little dinged up my last quarter mile, and it's in the shop, so not gonna be able to get it running before tonight. Gotta pull something together. Any of you have any contacts? Any rides we can soup up?
I think I know where we can get some,
All right.
but it might take a little bit of tricky fingers to get them.
Well, like I said, y'all are the best around. I think if anyone can do it, it's the however many of us I can't count.
Five. There's
Well,
five of us.
I mean, Crash counts as like a couple. I feel like
Yes.
big enough. So that would throw off your numbers.
So where's this place? Where can we get these wheels?
Well, I know where there's a lot of sweet rides here in LA. Up on the hill.
All
The
right.
And it's-
hill.
Well, whatever it is, it's gotta be low. It's gotta be fast. It's gotta be loud, and it's gotta be American made.
That's very
What?
specific.
Does it being loud, does that actually help it like go faster?
I think so. I think so.
I'm just asking. Again, I'm less about the actual driving and the making of the cars, and I just know how to get things from time to time. So, just a question.
Yeah, as far as I know, every time I've seen a race, they've been the winners have been real loud. So I think loud helps.
I mean, it seems legit.
All right. Well, let's go that hill then and get us a car.
Then I guess a bandit's gonna lead their friends to go break into a celebrity's house and steal a car.
Okay.
Can we find Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, whose
Can
house?
we find
Bandit?
Leno's place? Let's find Leno's place.
Whose house? Whose house do you go to, Bandit?
I was here to say Leno
Yeah.
and Jerry Seinfeld would be really good options right now.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not doing their voices.
Oh, what's the deal with cars?
I don't know any celebrities that live in LA
Oh.
other than.
As long as we don't steal John Wick's car.
Oh, that would be bad. 20 celebrities
But-
who live in Los Angeles.
But then we get Keanu in this race at some point.
Yes. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Well, then I wouldn't have to talk because he never says more than 3 words in any of his movies.
Good point.
You
All the
got
celebs.
Johnny Depp, Reese Witherspoon, Halle Berry, the Kardashians, Clooney, Bieber, Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. What you want?
Clooney
Guys.
probably has some nice cars.
Guys, Kardashian has car and dash in the name.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're fast.
Kardashian.
Beep, 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 beep.
All right, let's go steal a Kardashian dashing car.
They dash pretty fast, I think. They got so many, they probably won't even notice if one's gone.
Yeah, they gotta be real busy. I hear one of them studying for law school or something right now. So
Sounds tough.
Beep beep.
what? None of you read people?
Beep beep.
All right.
I ate some of a People magazine the other day. It didn't taste very good though.
Does it have grease on it? Is that why you ate it?
A little bit. I mean, come on, it was just sitting there.
I know they smell kind of good when they got grease on it, but
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Anyway.
I ate some of a People once.
What?
Beep beep.
Okay.
Dramatic as we all turn around with that.
So as you all turn around, just sort of with confused looks on your face, as Beep Beep speaks, for a minute and then definitely pretends like it didn't happen. You head up the hill to wherever it is that Kid and Kanye live. Because they're probably gonna have the best cars, I think. Whoa. Okay, so you make your way towards the Kardashian West estate, which I'm sure is very large. And from outside their large gated entrance to their very long fancy driveway up towards their very fancy house, you can see from the street the very large door to their very large garage. How would you like to go about stealing a car from the Kardashians? I gotta quit putting real people in my games. I'm gonna get in trouble at some point.
I think one of us is gonna have to distract the guard.
That's a good idea.
I can definitely. I think I can handle that. I think I got that part.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
Oh,
Beep beep.
I was gonna see if maybe they could get my headshot into Kim or Kanye. I mean,
Did we all put a lot of points in Chutzpah?
Beep beep. Beep beep.
I did.
I did too.
Maybe you guys should go talk.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a plan.
Yeah.
Multiple plans.
Just so everyone's aware, my only 4 is in ferociousness.
Perfect.
Yes.
Seems right.
Well, I think Beep Beep. I think you should go along with the others in case something go. This voice is slowly devolving into something I didn't want it to be. In the beginning.
I don't know what you mean. It's great.
What's happening?
Whatever happens to it, it's amazing. So it's fine.
But just in case things go wrong, in case they got a dog or something, you can take care
Beep
of it.
beep.
Yeah.
Beep beep.
I mean,
Yeah, you take care from BB.
Kim might be, casting for a new show. And I mean, I don't know if you noticed this about me, but I've been mistaken for a cat once or twice. I mean, it's really good.
I have noticed that about you, that you have certain cat-like qualities.
Beep beep.
Do you want to hear my meow? It's
it's
a really
uncanny.
good meow. It's a really good meow. Are you ready?
Beep beep.
Do it.
Meow. I mean, it's so
That's-
good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So,
You taking lessons? How are you so good at that?
It just comes real natural. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe they need someone in the new show. I mean, I'll it's worth a shot. 2 birds,
Maybe I can pretend to be your agent or something, and
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
look into.
You're my representation.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. All right. Well, yeah. Let's do it. And I mean, if they actually end up hiring me, I mean, that's just a bonus, right?
Well,
Right.
hey, it gets us in the door in case this whole thing doesn't work out.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, and while you guys are doing that, we'll sneak around the side.
Yeah, I'll sneak him in with this, and Crash starts unfolding a cardboard box and like reassembling it so it is a functional cardboard box.
Snake.
One of its listed descriptors is obfuscation device.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you had a box. Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, so the 2 of you, Scritches and Brian, are going to make your way up to the front door.
Or the gate, or if we can get up to the front
the
door, that'd be
gate?
great.
You're probably going to have to climb the fence. If you would like to make it over, you could try to squeeze through. Scritches is a little big for that.
Crash is definitely too big for that.
So
Well, if
your
we're
best
going,
bet is probably going to try to make your way over somehow.
you said there's is there like a guard gate, like with a security guard? Or is
Sure.
it just a? Because
just
my
said a
thought
gate.
my
Yeah,
thought is
okay.
that if we're trying to do this legitimately, maybe just walking up to the front door isn't really gonna gonna work unless we have a guard that let us in. So maybe we get the guard to open the gate. We go in, talk to them, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're my representation, so
Okay.
you go ahead and do that.
All right. And once the gates open, the rest of you run in. Sound good?
Okay.
All
Yeah, underneath that great box, just in case.
And I will walk up to the gate confidently, kind of like there's probably a little like ketchup stain on my white t-shirt, and I just like smudge it off as best I can,
Okay.
like smooth out my fur and my whiskers, and put on my sunglasses and walk up to the gate confidently, and just like rap on the door.
Okay, you rap on the door. For you guys and also for everyone watching, one of the main side notes of this game, or one of the main kind of rules for GMs of this game, is never shall an NPC question that anyone is a raccoon. So here we go. You rap on the gate, or on the door of the guard post, and the window sort of slides open, and he looks around right over your head.
Excuse me, down here.
Hello.
Good,
Well, hey, little guys.
good morning, my dear sir. We have I'm here on business. My name is Randy, and this is my client.
Hi.
We are looking to speak with your employers, or the owners of this fine establishment, and for a bit of a business enterprise.
All right. Do you have an appointment?
No, we just flew in from out of town. This is a bit last minute. We've had a few cancellations and a few changes to our schedule. I believe we were in the process of scheduling something for next week, and we're hoping to do it sooner. So.
Right. Yeah. I can call Mrs. West. What did you say your name was?
My name is Randy. And this is my client, Mittens.
Hi.
Hi.
She's a cat, as you can see. So plenty of very popular on the internet. Many Twitter followers.
Right. Yeah, I can call her and ask if she's expecting you. I mean, I can't just let you in.
Oh, well, you see, we are in a bit of a rush, and we would very much appreciate any way you could expedite this process. I pull out. I imagine that. Well, I was gonna say, is there any possibility that I have any like cash that I found in the garbage that maybe I was using to like hold a snack for later? I just had it like wrapped in a couple $20 bills. I know.
Sure.
Okay. And I just like slide the wad of dirty money through the window of the guard
dirty
gate.
money, dirty raccoon cop. Go ahead and roll chutzpah.
Okay. So I just rolled a number.
Yeah.
of
So
dice.
you will roll. You'll put in whatever number your chutzpah stat is, and I
Is it-
don't.
Is there any way I could argue this ties into my background of undercover work? Is pretending to be other people?
Sure.
Sure.
Why
I
not?
guess.
That is 3 successes.
Yeah, I mean, you gave him money. It wasn't gonna be that hard. So I think, how much money do you give?
I don't know, just a lot of it. I think it's like 8 of these, and they've got like the squiggle. I think that's a 2. Or
Okay, yeah, you have no idea. I don't know why I keep asking you things. You're a raccoon. So he kind of looks down at you. And he kind of looks at Scritches, and she's very cute and fluffy. and you gave him money, and I think he kind of takes it and kind of puts it in his pocket and says, you know what? I think she did say something to me about wanting to move up an appointment. I'll let her know you're on your way.
Perfect. Thank you.
Do you want a picture first? You have your phone, right? A picture? Picture?
That would be. I would be glad to help. I take out my cell phone and I say, I'd be glad to take a picture and send it to you. You're not going to get a chance like this again.
Yeah, sure. Do I pick you up or?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay,
The lighting isn't really great here. Just why don't you come over this way, and we'll get you in the right spot. I want to make sure this is a primo picture for you.
Oh, okay. I think he goes along with it because you gave him money.
I try to lure him as far away from the gate as I can.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you get him far outside the door, but he does kind of step outside and is maybe like looking away from the gate. And he picks Scritches up and kind of holds her nicely.
Put like her
smiles.
paws on his shoulders, like.
Yes, it's very cute. It's the cutest thing.
All
Does
right.
she purr?
Yes. She doesn't even realize that she's doing it, but she does. She's such a method actress. It's very strange.
I love it.
All right, so you take a picture.
Yes, hoping that the rest of them will take that cue and try to get inside.
Okay, so are you, the other three of you, are you all under the cardboard box?
And we all
think so.
fit.
I think it's his
I mean,
box.
it is.
Giant panda.
Crash, you're the one that you're the owner of the cardboard
Yes.
box. Okay, well then I'm gonna say it's a panda-sized cardboard box. That makes the most sense
Yep.
to me. So yeah, I think you can all kind of squeeze under this very large cardboard. But do you just walk through the gate under a cardboard box? What are you doing?
Yep.
Beep Beep is holding on to Crash's torso, like Totoro style, just like. Flip.
Okay.
Actually, maybe Bandit will kind of like be like out of the box and kind of like sneaking ahead and be like, this way, this way.
Okay.
Go this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have y'all roll. Is this a disguise? Or is this? I'm gonna say either alacrity or chutzpah. Bandit probably alacrity if you're outside
Yes.
the box.
Do I really have to roll if all I'm doing is holding on to Crash?
No. I don't
Excellent.
think so. All right, so Bandit roll alacrity. Crash, you can roll one of the two alacrity or chutzpah.
Okay,
Yes.
so you get 2, and then you add more, or how does that work?
So you roll a number of d6s equal to whatever your stat is.
Oh,
you can
okay.
Get extra dice if what you're doing directly ties into your origin story or the central conflict of your origin story. So you all will have to kind of argue that to me. But otherwise, you just roll however many d6s you have for your stat, and I
Okay.
determine how many successes you need depending on how difficult the action is going to be.
Okay.
Anything 4, 5, or 6 is a success.
That is 3 successes for me.
It's only 1 for Bandit.
All right. I think with the setup work, I think that's fine. So yeah, I think Brian, especially Scritches, since you can see kind of over behind everyone, since from your high perch currently when you're taking a picture, and you see a large cardboard box with some large panda feet like on the bottom, kind of scooching through very quickly. The gate with Bandit kind of running in front, keeping an eye out and kind of directing. But you make it in.
Oh no, just over this way. Just focus on me. You gotta look at the camera. Just like 10 more. Just like 10 more. Just pose a bit.
He's saying, yeah, I
You're
got it
doing
back.
great, Liv. You're doing great.
But he
These are
screeches
perfect.
and puts her down gently. And you all have made it in.
All right, let's go find us a good car.
All
All
right. I think Crash takes a moment to fix their bandit mask.
Okay, so you
Just
have the
in
mask
case.
on. Oh, and now you look like the rest of the raccoons.
Aww.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. So you all sort of make your way towards the estate itself, kind of off in the distance down this long drive. You can see a very large garage, which probably has a lot of cars in it. But what would you like to do?
All right. So I'm gonna, if I go into the garage, well, if we all go in the garage, and then I know I had a hot wire car. So if we just find a good one, I'll sneak in there, kind of rev it up, and then I guess we got to drive it out.
It's a good thing we brought so many of us. That'll make driving a bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah. And Crash, maybe you sit up in the driver's seat. Maybe they won't. You look like a regular person or
Yep.
something. From far away. If we go fast enough, they won't even know. This car probably goes real fast.
Beep beep.
It's got Dash in the name.
All right. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go.
Is there like a human-sized door to this garage? Are there windows on this garage?
There are some. I mean, on the garage door, kind of at the top, right there are those small windows. Probably around the side of the garage, there is a window of some sort to the outside. There are no other doors, though. You just have the very large garage door. I don't know what their actual house looks like at all.
Neither do I.
They have a giant
Imagination is
garage
great.
with windows.
I mean, would it be easier to get into the garage from the inside? I mean, we could we could keep up this ruse and just go talk to them, you know.
I'm gonna look around for a rock.
Yeah, sure. You find one of those like nice garden rocks that has a human word written on it, but you can't read it because you're.
I would like to violently yeet it at a window.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, that feels like ferocity to me.
Beep beep.
Oh dear me. That's 1 success.
Okay. I mean, you're throwing a rock, so I feel like that's fine. Yeah.
Yeet.
Chucks a rock at the window. It cracks and a few pieces. Is one of the front windows or the window on the side of the building, or does Beep Beep care?
No.
Right. So you pick the slightly bigger window on the side of
That's for maximum carnage.
building. Yeah, because it's had the most glass to break, obviously. And also maybe Crash could fit through it. And so you chuck a rock, it goes through the center of the window, the glass kind of cracks around it, and some pieces start to fall in. There's still some glass left in the window, but it's broken.
Beep beep.
I mean, I would have done a little more quiet, but I guess this works.
Beep beep.
Are there any alarms that go off or anything?
Not that you can hear.
Okay.
Well, let's move quickly. Someone might have heard that.
Okay.
Beep beep.
Crash.
Starts trundling along.
Crash, maybe you can give us a boost up and then we can pull you through the window, or do you think you could reach it?
Oh, let's see. Maybe. But let's get you in first.
Okay.
If we can go inside, then we could open a door and we could let Crash in.
Oh, yeah.
Beep beep.
All right. Lift me up, Crash.
All right. So Crash, you boost the 4 smaller ones through the window. It's a little high and you're a little big, because you're a panda. So I don't. You might be able to fit through the window if they could manage to pull you through, up and through.
Beep
But
Beep
it's
dramatically hangs onto the window frame and just puts a hand on. Beep beep.
You go on without me. Just open the big door.
Beep beep.
He'll be
I'll
okay.
go wait in my box next to it.
Beep beep.
Okay, so Crash hides back under the cardboard box right next to the garage door outside. The four of
I
you
look like an Amazon package.
You do, and
Yes.
it's wonderful. I hope they weren't expecting anything. Because you might end up inside.
Anya, a panda! I've always wanted one.
Honestly, would anyone be surprised?
No.
TMZ that evening. So
Okay, so the four of you that are not Crash, you make it into this garage with the help of your large tall friend, and you land being careful of the glass on the floor in a very large garage that extends very far back with rows of cars. I don't know, they probably have a lot of cars, right? Just a row of cars on each side of the garage. There are several cars in here. According to this article, it says 25 cars the Kardashians are driving in 2019. Most of them are sports cars. There is a couple of Ferraris. There's definitely a Lamborghini Gallardo. There is down at one end, there are two Aston Martins.
Sweet Jesus.
Is that a type of shoe? Help!
That's the car that James Bond drives.
Yeah.
So there's a couple Lamborghinis. There's a Mercedes Benz. There's
Doc Martens are
Maybach.
shoes.
There is at one end a large Range Rover. Yeah, you get whatever you think is in there is probably in there.
are these good? Bandit? Brian?
These are all very, very nice cars.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
One of them has those doors that go up like this. Instead of opening out. That's how you know. The fancy
The
car.
broken doors.
Beep looks for the one that's the biggest and therefore potentially the loudest.
Okay,
Oh,
there
there's a Range
is
Rover?
there is a Range Rover. There is Beep Beep, I think, near you on the other side across from the Range Rover, a very large four-door Ford Raptor, which
don't
is
know what that
essentially like a giant jacked up pickup truck.
Ooh.
Beep like does that dramatic noise, like reaches for it and then takes the handbag and then goes and looks for a way to let Crash in.
Okay. So Beep Beep, you look around. Next to the big door, there is a door that looks like it goes into the house. There is also the very large garage door. There are some buttons on the wall. They're at a people height, though. So those might open the door, but you can't reach them.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
Oh.
Beep beep.
Give me a boost.
Beep beep.
Yeah, I think you guys could do this without rolling. Yeah, so you boost up Scritches. I keep wanting to call you-
Riches, do you have a 4 in rotundity?
I do. She big girl. We're talking like a
Really
20-pound
difficult.
cat here. Like, she a big girl.
You
So
lift up your big, definitely not a Maine Coon, definitely a raccoon friend. And she is able to pop the garage door button, and from outside in your box, Crash, you hear this very loud sound of the garage door rising. I'll put on some shenanigans.
Yep. Crash will peek out of the box, scoot in, and then start folding it away for later use.
Okay, so you fold away the box and scoot into the garage so the shenanigans can truly begin. I put on my shenanigans music. Here we go.
Beep beep.
And so the garage door opens and you're all in the garage. But you're pretty visible at this point because a panda just walked into a garage. So
And then
What's
what
the
happened?
punchline?
Well, Brian, I mean, you said I'd be American made, but that Aston Martin's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a
There's
good
also that
car.
huge.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm not opposed to going with the one of the trucks.
Beep beep.
The Ford Raptor here does look like it could. We might not be the fastest, but if all the other cars are in multiple pieces, then we don't have to be the fastest.
Beep beep.
Plus,
Yeah.
I do have this, and I reach inexplicably behind me, and I pull out the big like turbo booster that I have for the
Where
So-
were you even keeping that?
in my pocket.
Beep beep.
Yeah, that will be very useful.
So this could make that as fast as that.
Yeah. I'm liking this plan. All right, so I'll get the big one.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's going to be a lot more interesting if we choose the big ridiculous car to race around in.
Beep beep.
Also, they would like never suspect anything because it's such a big car. Like, why would they think someone small would drive a big car?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get hotwire this one.
All right, so you head over to the large, what did I say it was? A Ford Raptor?
Yes.
Can it be purple?
Yeah, sure. It's a large, sort of dark midnight purple, sort of violet color. It's a big truck. It's a monster of a truck.
All right.
And so you scamper up into it, bandit, and begin to start to hotwire it. I'm gonna find the token that looks like a truck. Around this time, bandit, you scamper up into the truck. The rest of you hear noise coming from the other door, not the garage door, but the door that goes into the house, as the doorknob starts to turn.
Oh crap.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
You all get in the car. I'll distract him. Just get going. I'll catch up.
Can I help? I still haven't dropped off my resume or my headshot.
No, I think I can take care of this one. We need, just in case, we need as many people in the car as possible. It's gonna be
All
hard.
right, if you just get a moment,
I'll give you. Yeah. I'll take the headshot. Yeah. Yeah.
Beep.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just scamper.
Okay. So I found a blue one. That's going to be good enough. The door, as the rest of you scamper up into the truck, the door swings open, and I guess Kim Kardashian is standing there.
I'm trying to.
I can't believe you've all done this to me again.
I'm trying to be at the door as it opens.
Okay. So
What's your pose? What's your stance?
yeah.
I take out my my badge. Well, I guess I don't have my badge because I don't have it on me, but I do
No.
say, Miss Kardashian.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Brian O'Connor. I'm with the FBI. I'm sorry to disturb you here. We're in the middle of a very delicate operation right now, and I'm afraid we're going to need to use one of your vehicles for a short. The federal government will compensate you for this, but there's a very dangerous operation going on currently, and you're going to need to get back inside the house.
Aren't you a little small for an FBI agent?
I am. I don't see why that's important. I'm very self-conscious about that, but thank you, ma'am, for pointing that out. Regardless, this is a very dangerous place. You need to step back inside the premises.
Go ahead and roll chutzpah.
I'm assuming this is tied with my background.
Yeah, sure. Have one extra dice.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't the central conflict to my origin story, I'm guessing.
No, I don't think so.
Yikes. 2 successes?
Okay. I think she looks concerned, but she's gonna go along with it. Probably with the intention to call the police to see what's actually going on. So she says, "Okay, yeah, can I get your badge number or
Yes.
some kind of ID?"
Yes. I'm afraid I don't carry my badge on me during undercover operations. You can understand the potential.
Yeah, I
danger
didn't
of that.
ask.
It's okay. It's Echo 52937.
Okay, I think she puts that in her phone.
My superior officer is Agent Davidson, and you can contact him. Here's his phone number, and I give it to her and say he'll explain all of this. I promise.
Okay.
And all that is very real information that Agent Brian.
Sure.
O'Connor
Yeah.
has, yes.
Yeah. No, you're telling the truth. But okay. I think she says, okay. Just yeah. As soon as you can, get off my property, please, and knock on the door next time.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I understand. Thank you for your understanding. And as she closes the door, I run back to the other again. Okay, I distracted her for a bit. I peed on her shoes, so she's running inside now. We should go. We should go very quickly now.
All right, I think I just about got it.
Okay. Bandit.
Yeah.
Let me have you roll. Yeah, roll something.
Maybe alacrity.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
be good with my fingers.
Moving quickly, yeah, or dexterous. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Dexterous. And I like to steal car stuff, so I feel like I would get an extra one.
Yeah, you're stealing a literal car. So.
A full car this time.
A whole car.
A whole car, 3 successes.
That's great. So I think as I legit just almost called you Agent Smith. As what's your name?
Brian O'Connor.
Brian.
Jesus. As Brian comes back and tells you what he's done and hops in the car, he shuts the door. Bandit, the engine comes to life, and all of you are, I guess, gonna drive the car out of here.
Oh man, is this
God.
driving
Shit,
time?
do we have to roll just to drive the car?
I don't think so. It would take so long to for you
just
guys
to
steal a
navigate
car when
LA.
you get to the race. I have very specific race plans, and this is not them. So no, I think you can make it. The 5 of you. You've worked together before, and being careful and not being under the pressure of a race. And with Bandit's sort of expert hot wiring work, you stole a truck. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have done it. So where do you take the truck?
Do we know where the race is?
Yeah,
What's the race?
Yeah, it's just take a ride up there. We'll get up close. I gotta install this baby. Pat on the turbo booster, turbo rocket.
Oh yeah.
I
Good
gotta
point.
install this before, and then we'll wait until the sun sets. Cruise on up.
Okay. So you all drive the car out and find a safe place sort of near where this race is going to happen later that night. So Brian, you want to install a turbo booster?
Yes, I want to install the turbo rocket.
Yes. I think you have enough time to do this. I don't think you're gonna have to roll for that. Yeah, Bandit knows a lot about cars, and you all kind of know your way around cars a little bit. So I think with Bandit's help, you all can install your turbo rocket on the Raptor. Is there anything else you all would like to do to the car or to prepare?
Pritches would like to pull Brian aside.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
Either you're a really good method actor, or you're an FBI agent.
What?
Which
I
one
don't know
is
what you're. I don't know what you're
I
talking
heard
about.
you talking to Kim. I was waiting for you to give her my headshot.
I'm not sure what it is what you might
Are
have
you a
heard.
cop? Are you a cop? Because if you're a cop, you have to tell us that you're a cop.
Beep,
Damn
beep,
it.
beep, beep.
Nobody knows about that rule.
I'm not there.
Yes, now I'm legally required to admit that I'm a cop.
I knew it. I knew there was no way that you could just come up with that. That was too good of acting.
You have. There's more going on. I can promise you, none of you are in trouble. I'm not here for any of you. I'm just here for the race.
So we have to win, or are we going to jail, or what?
No, nobody's going to jail. Nobody here specifically is going to jail. But yes, we do have to win the race. I wasn't lying when I said there is something very valuable on the line for this. The pot is real big for this one, and it could fund a lot of criminal activity for the next few years if somebody else were to win it. So that's why we have to win it first.
All right.
We can pay you as an informant. I can offer you compensation if you're willing to keep this under wraps.
What sort of contacts you got in the FBI?
Oh, well, contacts everywhere. I mean, we've got everyone's phones bugged, so I mean, I can get you everyone's contact if you want.
I want an agent. Not an FBI agent. I want representation.
Damn it. All right, well, fine. Since you specified, I will get you an appropriate agent that actors would
I'm
use.
sure you've got one on the payroll.
Yeah, well, we've arrested a couple, so there's a few that I can put your way.
All right.
Do we have a deal?
She'll stick out a little paw.
I stick out my
Deal.
little paw. Deal.
Deal struck. All right. So while the rest of you are working on the car, you install your turbo rocket to where do you put it on the car?
On the engine parts? I don't know. Wherever it goes to make the thing
It's
go
a
fast.
rocket.
Yes, put the explosive directly on the engine.
You're in the truck bed.
Wherever will make it go
No.
the vroomiest. That is my ultimate goal.
Yes.
Make it go vroom.
I
No.
put it in the room spot.
I want to do the Toy Story thing and just like duct tape it to the top of the car.
Yes.
You want to put it on top?
Yes, that sounds like the best, least worst option.
Okay. So you put the turbo rocket on top.
Now, if only we had some flame decals to zhuzh this thing up just a little bit more.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. Crash, give me a little bit of a boost, would you?
Just gonna like slap this little flame decal on the side.
Okay.
Also is gonna take the license plates off.
Okay. That
I've
is
seen some
smart.
people do this. I feel like this might be a good thing to do.
Oh yeah, scratch off
Yeah.
the VIN number too when you get a chance. Yeah.
Oh,
Just in
right.
case.
Okay. So doing your best to remove all evidence that the car has been stolen. Strapping a turbo rocket to the top of the cab.
Yes. Well, if I put it in the bed of the truck, then we just like drop the lift gate, the tailgate, and then just zoom
yeah.
forward.
Oh yeah.
That seems like cartoon logic. I'm
That
very
does seem like cartoon logic. Let's do it that way.
Okay.
That way we can hide it in the back. Nobody would see it until we're ready to.
Yeah. You like put some stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you install the turbo rocket somehow. I'm not really going to question it any further.
Duct tape.
Okay. You might regret that.
doubt it.
But you do this with duct tape and maybe a bunch of cables. You install the turbo rocket in the bed of the Raptor.
I think Crash actually has some knowledge in how to hide it, seeing as he was smuggled in a truck very similar to this.
Okay.
and so figures out a way to, with the truck bed covering and make sure that it's gonna stay hidden and not move around until it's time for it to come into play.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
you can definitely do that. So you install it. Crash does a good job of sort of camouflaging it in the back, and then license plates removed and VIN numbers scratched off. Bandit slaps a flame decal on the side of this purple giant pickup
Oh
truck.
yeah, that looks so good now.
That puts like a teeny tiny raccoon hand-sized decal.
Yeah.
Yep, it's little, but it looks
It
so
looks so good.
cool.
So good.
Hold
I
on,
know,
did
just needed something.
Did we say we're at the race site, or where are we?
Nearby?
Somewhere nearby, but hidden.
Maybe like an alleyway
Close
nearby
by.
or something.
Are there other anticipatory racers in the vicinity?
Not quite yet. But is there anything else you all want to do to prepare for your race?
I want to sabotage other racers.
Okay, we'll get to that. So as you finish up slapping the flame decal on the side of the car, you all get ready and get set as the sun starts to set over Los Angeles. You all pile up in the truck and you make your way down to the race site where you see a few other cars waiting. Oh no. Roll 20, don't do this to me. Where you see a few other cars waiting. And their drivers sort of standing around. Brian, especially, I think you probably know these cars. You have seen a lot of these racers before. And these are some of the best. And you know that though you don't know what it is necessarily, you know that the prize for this is especially large and especially important. So there are a few cars sitting around here. One of them is a yellow Mustang Shelby with black racing stripes down it. This car is called Del Sol. It's bright yellow. Not the most original name. It's a fast car. Another one, similarly, he's sitting right here. Another one, a blue and silver Corvette that you know is called Furiosa. Another extremely fast car with a good driver. A couple of others that show up that you probably haven't seen in a while, but seem to have come out of the woodwork for this race specifically. One, a retro refitted convertible Panther DeVille over here. Not a car that is seen much driving around LA, called Empress, and a refitted fire truck, which you know is driven by a crew of 3 brothers renamed Brimstone. They're all sort of sitting out here in a lot, working on their cars, sort of talking to each other and their crews, getting ready for the race.
Beep Beep casually just strolls out of the truck and looks around at the team and just pulls out a nail file and is just filing their nails to dangerous points. Beep Beep.
We gotta be careful about it, though. I mean, I agree, but if they find out that someone's doing that before the race starts, we could be in some trouble.
Beep beep.
Pulls out dog mask.
Beep beep.
Oh, they'll never know now. Oh, good plan.
Beep beep.
Just know if you get caught, we never knew you.
Beep beep.
All right.
Got this.
Beep beep.
All right, so Beep Beep, you put on your dog mask. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna, dog around. Just do dog things. Just randomly. Just meander around. go over to
Be on one of them.
yeah, just
Woof woof.
and let's pretend to be a dog until people ignore me, and then I'm just gonna like sidle underneath some cars.
Okay. Go ahead and roll chutzpah
Perfect.
for your disguise.
Is there any chance that I might get an extra die for this, seeing how I'm just doing my very darndest to cause mayhem?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Wish me luck. That's 2 5s and a 6.
Okay, that's 3 successes. So yeah, I think you all see Beep Beep can put on his dog mask and walk around making vaguely dog-sounding noises. They're more convincing than you would have thought. Especially, I think Scritches, you're probably a little impressed. With Beep Beep's work.
So method. Wow.
Beep Beep looks back and just scritches.
Beep Beep, what car are you going for? Your ruse seems to have worked for the time being. No one is really. I think a couple of people kind of acknowledge that there's a dog there, but no one's gonna pet you or anything. You're a weird-looking street dog in LA.
Gonna come around the edges. I think I'll start with this funky car,
Okay.
the purpley one.
Yeah, that's Empress. So you sort of sidle up to the car and you go underneath it. What do you do to it?
Oh, just kind of cartoon claws out and just beep beep, bark bark. just raise my nails, like my claws, just all along the bottom there. Just cut all the wires I can, all of the tubes.
I'm sure you'll catch something important. I don't know how cars work. There's important stuff under there. Yeah, roll ferociousness to see how much damage you do.
Perfect. And seeing as I'm causing damage, thank you.
This is pretty mayhem.
That's 4 successes. Here we go.
Oh,
5
geez.
successes.
Right.
The car is
so-
just gone.
Yeah, the car just disappears. So I think you run your claws along, sort of making sure to make these deep punctures in important places. You hung out with Bandit for long enough. I think you know where some important stuff is under there. So making these strategic sort of holes in the bottom of the car, scratching up some tubes and wires, and maybe you manage to get in and cut the brake line.
When brake fluid falls, I mean, just like,
yeah, that would be under there. So this large puddle starts to form under the car of brake fluid. There's probably some oil draining out. And what do you do? You're now covered in brake fluid and a little bit of oil. But this car, you think, is probably not even gonna... It might start. Like, it might make it to the starting line, but it's not gonna make it much further.
My work here is done.
just dog on out of there. Shake like dog.
Wiggle.
Okay. All right. So you shake everything off and make your way back to the truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the truck because I'm not gonna test my luck on my own anymore. If we want to try some more, I'm gonna want some backup.
Okay.
Either cover me or do some distractions.
Sure. So you make your way back to the truck. About this time, move stuff around. At about this time, you all hear some commotion coming from one side of this lot, and a voice booms out over the crowd telling you it is time. The race is about to start, and racers to the starting line. Yes, beep beep.
It boomed out, you say? Would it perhaps have Jeff Goldblumed out?
No.
Aww.
No.
I tried, you guys.
No.
You did. I appreciate your effort.
No, the boss of this race was not secretly Jeff Goldblum the whole time.
Damn. There goes my money.
Do you guys like a pool? Okay, but a voice sort of calls out, telling you, racers, to the starting line.
All right.
All right,
Beep, beep. How'd it
let's
go?
do this.
See it.
Oh yeah, I think as you all are getting back in the car and getting ready and pulling the Raptor up toward the starting line of the race, the driver of Empress of the convertible DeVille, the car doesn't even start. It's the engine won't turn over. There's something seriously wrong. The driver is very angry, yelling a lot. Is sort of looking around, desperately trying to find someone to blame, but well, you're not there.
Slides the dog mask underneath one of the chairs. Also looks around. Why is it happening? I don't. Beep beep.
Do the thing where I go like, do you need some help or something? And every time they try to talk, just like rev the engine and be like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, they get even more angry. And you drive away before they can do any actual damage to you in their anger, and you make your way towards the starting line. As this happens, so it is Brimstone, Furiosa, you all in the Raptor, and Del Sol that are going to be racing. And so the four of these cars pull up to the starting line for this street race. And you see a woman walk out into the street where the race is going to start. Very nicely dressed, sort of pinstripe suit, tall heels, hair pulled up in this tight knot. And as she starts to speak, Brian, I think you realize who this is. This is a mob boss and local criminal mastermind, Sophia the Serpent Holloway. This is a person who you have never been able to catch. You have never been able to pin anything on her. She always gets away with it, and is probably one of the most wanted criminals in the greater Los Angeles area.
I just go, that's the serpent. Hold on, I gotta make a call. And I just flip out my phone. I dial a few numbers. I just go, yeah, Dom, it's me. I may need your help for this one. That's right. One last job.
I think you say that, and you say that you have the serpent in your sights, and that you're gonna need Dom's help. And I think right before you hang up the phone, you hear him say, I'm way ahead of you. And you hear a revving engine behind you and a very familiar Dodge Charger pulls up to the starting line, and you all look over. I think you all probably know who this is. It is, for Brian, your good friend, for the rest of you, local racing legend, Dominic Toretto.
Toretto, you son of a bitch.
He winks at you.
Beep 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 beep.
Isn't he like really good?
Oh yeah, he's the best. And today's the day I'm gonna beat him.
Yeah, I think you've all at least heard of Dom before.
Oh man.
Oh, beep beep.
So you, the five of your car sort of revs your engines, and the
The
serpent.
fast five, you might say.
You might. You just might. The serpent sort of waves her hands in the crowd very quickly, quiets down, and there is quite a crowd gathered around the streets who have come out to see all of the best racers in Los Angeles take part in this. And her voice kind of calls out over everyone. You can hear bits and pieces from your car, because unlike in the movies, if somebody's just standing in the middle of the street talking, you actually can't hear them that well. But you get enough information. The serpent sort of calls out, kind of hyping up the crowd a little bit and revealing the prize for winning this race. And she says the prize is not money, not cars, it's not drugs. It is the deed and ownership of a piece of property in downtown Los Angeles that she has recently acquired. The Palace Theater.
That sounds legit.
Which is one of the most popular historic theaters in Los Angeles. And could also be a front for whatever you wanted it to be a front for.
She's just gonna give it away?
I guess so. We just gotta make sure no one else gets it.
No, that's a historic theater. No, that's just not right. That needs to stay a theater.
Beep Beep like folds up their drawings of plans they're making to like blow it up when they win. It's just like, yeah, beep beep.
I mean, theaters usually have pretty good scraps too. Love that popcorn.
Beep beep.
And that fish, those little fishes. Red ones.
All right, focus on the race now. We gotta win this. And before we get to okay, yeah.
We didn't get much at the dumpster, so. Oh, I have a banana. Y'all hungry? Here, we need our heads in the game. Just here, I'll split it up. We'll do splitsies on this, and just keep the peel though. We might need the peel.
I do hear the recommended daily dosage of banana is 1/5. So this does sound. This is very good. Thank you.
Some for you, some for you. Eat up, everybody.
Beep Beep tries to grab the peel to eat it.
No, we might need it. Save it for later. You'll thank me later. And there's yours. And yours.
Yeah.
Right, so you all split a banana, feeling reinvigorated, except for Crash. You're probably still pretty hungry.
I give Crash mine because Beep Beep doesn't eat health food. Ugh.
All right. He's still pretty hungry, I think. But you feel a little bit better. And so keeping the banana peel for whatever shenanigans you might get up to later, the 5 cars at the starting line rev their engines, and the serpent herself gets ready to start the race. I think this is probably a very good time to take a break if we're going to take one.
Okay.
Because once we get racing,
Oh boy.
We'll get real.
wild. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Let everybody refresh their drinks and their snacks and themselves. Very quick, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you so much, everybody who is out there watching with us. We had a raid earlier, which is wonderful. We have some new followers out there, which are also wonderful. And I'm pretty sure we hit our follower goal for the giveaway, which we will talk about the giveaway more at the end of the stream. So stick around, but we'll be back in just a couple of minutes for a street race.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. And welcome back, party people, to Crash Pandas. The Fast and the Furriest. Thanks for hanging with us during our break, all of our friends out there. We are going to jump right back in. So the raccoons in their Raptor have just pulled up to the starting line. 4 other cars alongside them, and I'm gonna change the music to some racing music.
Okay.
This feels good to me.
That's good.
Okay, so as the music starts pumping through the speakers, the serpent out past the starting line calls out to everyone, "Are you ready?"
Ready.
The crowd cheers as she waits for all of the racers
Huh.
to
Let's do a seg.
nod. Is one of you posing as the driver, or
Yeah, I
what's
think-
happening in the car right now?
Yeah, like looks
Yeah.
dramatically at Crash, please.
Yeah, Crash is the one who is like mostly there holding the wheel.
Okay.
But yeah, gives a the best a panda can do of a thumbs up.
Oh,
I think maybe then like flashes the high beams.
just
Yeah,
in
there you go.
case.
Yeah.
All right, thumbs up. Crash, flashing the high beam headlights. The rest of you around, ready to start the race, and the serpent raises a large flag and counts down from 3, 2, 1, and waves the flag. The engines rev and the race begins. So, the way this is gonna work for the driving rules, you're all driving the same car at once. There are 5 of you. This is going to get really wild really quickly. So everyone on every round is going to choose a number 1 through 6 from the list that I've given you. They're going to hand out on Roll20 so you can reference them. They tell you about what they do, obviously with that 6 being literally anything else you can think of. Everybody is going to pick their number, type it in their Roll20 chat box. I will count down 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone will send their numbers at the same time. You're not allowed to talk about what action you're taking. You're not allowed to confer with each other at all about what number you pick. The speed rules and everything I will sort of take care of. Depending on how much you accelerate each round, I roll dice. D6 is equal to your speed. For every 1 that I roll, your car takes damage. I will keep you updated on how much damage your car has taken, because if it takes 10, the car is going to stop. And it will not start again until you do something to fix it. And then for every die that I roll that shows a 4+, you guys get a success. That's cool stuff points. They don't really have a name, but we'll keep track of those as well. And you can spend those to do extra cool stuff. And those things you can confer on. But for your numbers, you cannot confer on. So for this first round, does anybody have any questions?
I was just wondering what our lineup is. Like, what cars are to the left and the right of us?
Oh. I can show you. So at the bottom left-hand corner, I made this little map.
I'm so excited.
From left to right, you have Brimstone, the giant fire truck, Furriest, the blue and silver sports car. I already forgot what kind of car. I made it. It's a Corvette. You all in the middle, Dominic Toretto and his Dodge Charger to the immediate right of you. And then to the far right, Del Sol, which I think is a Mustang. Yeah.
Perfect.
Any final questions?
No.
Okay, for this first round, the flag drops. The serpent yells, "Go!" and the engines rev. Everybody choose your first number. Put it in the chat. Do not press enter until I say go. Okay. 1 through 6.
Oh boy.
I should specify in the Roll20 chat. We have like 3 different chats that could have been, I guess.
Good point.
In the Roll20 chat.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Gotta go fast.
So these are resolved in order from lowest to highest, 1 through 6. So Brian turns the wheel to the left.
Yeah, here we
about
go.
30 degrees as the cars take off. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest of you all hit the gas and accelerate. So the Raptor sort of turns. You turn it to the left? Is that what I just said?
Yes, to
All
the
right, so
left.
the Raptor turns a little bit to the left and speeds off. I gotta keep track of how fast you all are going. That was 4 for your speed right now.
Oh, God.
We're going about 4 speed right now.
4 speed right now, which
That's
is
a lot of speed.
super fast. So you sort of turn a little bit to the left and kind of take off at this angle. The rest of the
Zoom.
cars zooming behind you. Brimstone can't go very fast because it's a fire truck. Dominic Toretto keeping pace in the Dodge Charger, the rest falling a little bit behind. And so I am gonna roll. Oh my god, I said all the rules and then immediately forgot them. D6 equal to your speed. So I'm gonna roll 4d6. That is 3 successes for the raccoons. So you have 3 points to do cool stuff with. So if you want to do something super extra fun and cool, you tell me what you want to do. I'll tell you how many of your cool stuff points you have to spend to do it. You all have 3 for right now. No damage taken by the car. Everyone is sort of taking off this first round, zooming along. I'll reveal a little bit more of the road, and we're going to go into another round.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we currently angled towards the left, or did we just kind of go left and we're back straight?
No, I don't think you stay at that angle. I think you have sort of swerved a little bit to the left, and righted yourself. You didn't go far enough to clip anyone, but you did start cutting in front of Furiosa a bit. So Toretto keeping pace, Del Sol and Furiosa behind, and Brimstone, the big fire truck, bringing up the rear. Zooming ahead, everybody go ahead and...
Question. We do maintain speed, right?
Yes, you maintain the speed you are at. So you will stay at 4 speed currently. If you will stay at that speed. If you choose to accelerate, your speed will go up, which means you go faster. It also means I roll more dice, and the higher the chance is that you will take damage from going too fast. Cool. All right, everybody pick a second number.
Oh,
Ready?
boy. Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, some different numbers. So we have 2 2s. So Brian and Bandit both take the wheel out from under Crash and cut even farther to the left shortly after Crash, saying no, cutting a little bit back to the right. So you all, let's see, you'll go about this.
So we just canceled each other out.
So you have still cut a little bit farther to the left because 2 of you have done that. So you again are sort of drifting to the left on this road. Crash trying to keep the car a little bit straighter. Let's see where we at. And Scritches, getting to the bottom at the last second, I think turns back to the right a little bit. So you sort of right yourselves and end up on the track you were on before. And then as Scritches and Crash sort of turning back to the right, keeping you all on the track you were on. Beep Beep hits the accelerator again.
Surprising no one.
Even
At all.
even farther forward. The other cars, you are sort of losing them in your dust a little bit. Toretto, I think the most able to keep up. Del Sol and Furiosa in their sports cars not far behind, and then Brimstone chugging along, bringing up the rear. And as you reach this point in the road, you can see up ahead there is a sharp right turn coming up. The road is still pretty wide enough for all of you, but it is going to cut to the right up here. And I'm going to go ahead while you all choose your next number. I'm going to roll for you.
We got to take Dom out. We got to take him out. I think I have an idea.
All right. So the car, as Beep Beep hits the accelerator, again, you feel a little bit of a sputter as you hit, or a little bit of a jolt, I should say, as you hit this manhole that was in the center of the room. A little bit of a dip. Your car does take 1 damage
Beep beep.
from that. Beep Beep wildly excited. The rest of you probably not so much, but you do get 3 more successes. So don't be afraid to try to do something super cool. We're coming up on a right turn. Is everybody ready? Send your numbers in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. We'll see what happens here. All right. So before anything else, feeling that jolt Bandit gets down next to Beep Beep and sort of presses on the brake pedal just a little bit, slowing your speed back down to 4 speed, which is still very many. And let's see, Crash up next is the only one paying attention to the steering wheel anymore. Manages to
He's the tallest.
turn you, so you will sort of make it around this right turn, and Beep Beep, Brian, and Scritches all have another action they would like to do.
You guys can go first if you like.
Where's Dom's car?
So Dom Toretto's car is currently keeping pace with you. He makes it up to the side of your car and also cuts to the right, kind of pulling up along the inside of the car to get a little bit of speed and make that shorter turn. So he is currently right next to you. The other 3 are keeping pace. Brimstone, again, the big fire truck, sort of chugging along, slow and steady in the back.
I want to climb over Crash to get to that right window, and I'm tossing the banana peel right in his windshield.
Okay. You toss the banana peel towards him. Go ahead and roll ferociousness.
Oh, she's not very ferocious.
She's just such a nice southern cat.
She is. Okay. Can she get very method and get very angry and add some dice to this for just really acting the part?
Yeah, sure. You can have 1 extra.
Yes. Okay.
Get him.
Come on. That's no success.
No, that is none.
That's
all right. So you toss the banana peel towards his car. I think it goes flying past the windshields or skidding over the front of the car and lands
in front of Del Sol.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna say it sort of lands on the track. Let's see. There you go.
Amazing.
So the banana peel sort of skids across the car and lands over, not where you wanted it to, but definitely in the path of Del Sol, who is coming up behind Toretto. And you all sort of accelerate, making your way around
Wait,
this corner.
what are actions?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Just moving the cars. Beep Beep and Brian still have actions left.
Well, I don't know. Basically, seeing Bandit push down on the brake, Beep Beep goes, "Ah, Beep Beep!" And then as they're like backing up to be all offended, they see that delectable banana peel get whipped out, and they're like, Beep Beep. And then seeing that Scritches is gonna yeet it, even though she promised Beep Beep could eat it later, Beep Beep jumps out the window after the banana peel.
Okay.
And while flying through the air, sees the competitor car and goes into a swan dive.
Okay.
Crash through Dominic's window.
Okay. Yeah, that's ferociousness, I feel like.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
May I use a cool point? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so if you
I only
want
got 1
to-
success.
Yeah, so I think how these are going to work, if you want to do something super extra, you can spend those points to either make your roll better, or if you spend enough of them, you can make it just work. So if you guys would agree to give Beep Beep a cool stuff point,
Let's take him out.
plus that 1 success, all right, that's fine.
I don't know. Let's think about this for a bit.
So
No.
is Dominic's driver's window even open?
Yeah, I think, well, he had rolled it down to wink at you earlier, and I think maybe he likes the feel of the wind on his shiny head. So it's down. And
Perfect. Just gonna spiral through the air through that small gap.
Oh no.
So Beep Beep, you go flying out of the Raptor into the window of Toretto's Dodge Charger, landing, I guess, in his lap sort of across him and the center console. And there is a moment of panic, which we will resolve in the next round.
Looks up. Beep, beep, mother trucker.
Brian.
Okay, so I chose 6 and didn't really have an idea. I kind of wanted to see what developed, but I think I have an idea of what to do now.
This is a totally reasonable method.
I just like to keep my options open. What I would like to do is pull out my cell phone. The yellow car, the one that's about to hit the banana peel. It's a pretty new car, right?
Oh yeah.
Probably new model. Okay. I'm assuming it probably has like OnStar or something, which as a law enforcement officer, I can contact for assistance if needed be.
Yeah, you can.
So what I would like to do,
I don't like it, but you can.
I would like to call OnStar and request that they stop said vehicle as soon as possible.
Okay.
And cut the engine.
Yeah, I guess roll
Hey, OnStar, it's been stolen.
roll chutzpah.
All right.
Oh boy.
Is this connected to my background so that I could gain an extra die?
Yeah, sure.
It's a very this is a very vague system to work with. So.
It is. I'm just mostly gonna say yes unless it is just really silly.
Well, that's 3 successes, and
Yeah,
I'll spend cool points if I need to.
No, that's fine. Yeah, the OnStar lady is like, oh sure, yeah, right away.
Thank you, Janice.
Yeah, I think you know her at this point. I think she's kind of your OnStar contact for the LA area. You want her to stop the car?
Yeah, pretty much just cut the engine so that when it hits the banana peel and I assume cartoonishly skids to a halt, it won't be able to stop moving again.
Yep, that sounds great. All right, so you make this call, and you hear a sudden skidding noise as simultaneously Del Sol, the yellow Mustang with the racing stripes, the engine is cut, banana peel is hit, banana peel probably no more, caught up in the tires somewhere, as the car starts to spin wildly this general direction towards off the track, towards Furiosa, the other sports car on the track. And we'll go into another round. So you all can see as you come around this right corner, there is a large obstacle in your way. It looks as if something terrible was happening on this road, but there are several oil barrels, a couple of which are overturned, spilling oil out onto the entire track. And you are coming up on them very quickly. Everybody pick your number. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So Bandit, once again, Beep Beep no longer there to judge you. I didn't roll for your speed. Time out.
That's fine.
No. Okay. So as you skid around this corner, your car does take 1 more point of damage for the speed that you come around this sharp turn. Seeing this happen, Bandit, you punch the brake pedal again, slowing the car down to a little bit of a more reasonable pace. Still very, very fast. Let's see who is next. Crash and Scritches. As the brake is pressed, you both turn the steering wheel to the left, getting ready to skirt to the far side of this oil puddle, which I think you do pretty successfully, kind of riding it coming around the corner. Brian, immediately after, hitting the gas again, sneaking down next to Bandit. Are you bothered that Bandit keeps pressing the brake?
You know the point is to go faster than the other cars, right?
I'm trying to do like the drift thing.
Yeah. You tap the brake. Tap the brake. Don't. Yeah. Don't.
I'll let
slow
you
us
know
down
when
much.
the sparks turn blue.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brian hitting the accelerator again. Beep beep.
I'm
What
gonna,
are you doing over there?
in my 3-point landing, looking up at this fellow, I'm gonna like fake him out, like I'm gonna go for his face. So he goes, and like, let's go with the wheel, and then I'm just gonna slide down his leg and hit the acceleration.
Okay. So you fake him out. I feel like just roll ferociousness, I guess.
That is 4 successes. 3 6s and a 5. Do I get an extra die because I'm
No,
I'm just
no.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're done. You succeed so well that you fail. No, so yeah, you fake him out and go sliding down into the floorboard of the car and put your whole weight onto the accelerator. Toretto's car. The rest of you in the Raptor see the Charger come speeding up behind you, kind of traveling at the same angle that it was before, and Dom at the wheel trying to right it as best he can. Behind you, Del Sol is spinning completely out of control, I think clipping the front of Furiosa's car, sending them kind of off kilter. Del Sol, the yellow car with the black stripes, goes flying off the track, flipping several times, and ultimately landing off the racetrack on the side of the road, out of commission.
You think they have insurance?
I know for a fact they do. Janice was very thorough with providing me with the coverages that the car had, so they will be okay.
Okay, all right.
And then after you guys have this discussion in the rearview mirror, you just see this huge fireball go up as the car explodes.
Well, maybe not. At least there's a fire truck back there, right? Maybe they'll stop and get distracted.
Yeah, maybe that'll help.
I think you all know for a fact that it's not firemen driving that truck.
Beep beep, here's the explosion, just beep beep.
Okay. Yeah, so coming around this oil puddle, Toretto close behind, trying to keep control of his car as it's going all of a sudden much faster than he meant for it to. Furiosa kind of spinning off, heading towards the oil. Brimstone as keeping up as best they can, but able to avoid most of this because of their large, slow, and steady approach to the race. I'm going to roll 4 dice because you all currently have a speed of 4. That's bad news. So you all had 2 successes from last time. You have 0 successes this time, and 3 more points of damage added to your car. You're currently at 5.
Oh, okay.
So you're halfway to breaking down. Let's see. You guys should have 3, 6, 7, 8. How many cool points have you used?
I think just one.
I just used the one.
You have 7 of those.
Okay.
So
Cool points. Gotta use those.
hold on to this. Me. I'll make a little thing for that too. Okay. So there we go. The next round begins. Toretto coming up quickly on the back of the Raptor. Furiosa trying to right themselves, headed towards this giant puddle of oil, and Brimstone bringing up the rear. Everybody pick your numbers.
I just have to keep clicking 6 every time because I can't affect our car.
It's the stuff to drive his car.
Yeah, I think you
Can I
can. I think you can try. He is also going to be in the car, kind of fighting you.
And do some mano a mano. some humanoid rodent.
Yeah, you could try. There's probably going to be some rolls involved, but if you want to use the commands to try to drive his car, then you can do so.
Excellent.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry, I typed Toretto in there just.
I appreciate it. Okay, so we have 2 3s, which are to turn right. So Crash and Brian, you both take the wheel and cut to the right, coming around, skirting the very, very edge of this oil puddle and riding yourselves, making your way farther down the track. Good job. You skirted your first big obstacle. Well done. Skillful driving.
You solved her oil puzzle.
Solved my oil puzzle. And then as soon as you make it around the oil scritches, you press the gas.
Must go faster. Must go faster. Must
in
go
the Raptor,
faster.
and you sort of take off at a higher speed. Simultaneously, in the other car, Beep Beep again presses down on the gas pedal of the Dodge Charger. Dom desperately trying to gain control of the car.
Can I bite him so he doesn't turn and make him crash?
But you're in that.
And
yeah, sure. Roll ferociousness.
Excellent. Now, because my aim is specifically to crash this vehicle, may I have an extra? Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 successes.
Okay, so you, from the gas pedal, bite into Dom's leg. I think he yells out in pain and sort of jerks his leg up. He's able to keep control of the car for now. It does not skid through the oil, but he currently has no control over the pedals of the car. So he is sort of at the mercy for this next round of however fast or slow you want this car to go. Beep beep. But he, being the incredible driver that you all know he is, sort of makes it around this oil puddle, going pretty fast.
I'm just looking back out of the rearview mirror. That's Dom for you.
Brimstone's making it and catching up. Furiosa not able to right themselves after Del Sol cut them off and clipped the front of their car, sort of skids into this oil puddle. Still going, but much, much slower and much more dangerously than they were before. And you all see coming up at the end of this road another right turn where the road seems to narrow a bit as you come to this right turn. Did I get everybody? I did not. Bandit.
Yeah. Okay.
Action.
Seeing that the car is taking some damage, I'd like to take some of that duct tape we used earlier and try to fix the car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to try to? What do you want to try to do?
Maybe just pull out the dash from underneath and try to crawl into the engine and try to figure out what's going wrong with it.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll alacrity.
Alacrity. Okay. Where's the thing? There it is. That's 2 successes.
Okay, yeah. So you sort of pull off one of the front panels of the dash, and you all that are in the Raptor sort of see Bandit just kind of scurry in and
I'm gonna fix it.
and start duct taping over. There's a couple of hoses that are leaking, and Bandit very quickly is wrapping them. And yeah, you reduce 1 damage from the car.
Yay!
Keeping you more safe for now. All right, that's everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's everybody. Okay. Then everyone's sort of catching up. Brimstone catching up a little bit. Dom trying desperately to keep control of his car, sort of sneaking up on all of you. Furiosa falling behind in this oil slick, and the Raptor making its way very quickly down the road. I'm gonna roll 5 dice. That is 3 successes for you all. So you currently have 10 do cool stuff points, which is going to also add another damage back to the car. So Bandit, I think you're in the front of the car and you see one of the places that you patched the tape sort of starting to unspool and come unstuck in the heat, sort of melting some of the adhesive.
I need better tools.
I think we're in our next round. Everybody pick your number.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we have Crash and Scritches. I think seeing what is coming up, Crash being the tallest, making it very easy for you to pay attention to the road, steering this car like it's your damn job, and Scritches sort of helping out, pulling from the bottom. You all both turn to the right just in time to make it around this curve. Let's see. Let's do Beep Beep over in Toretto's car, and then Brian and Bandit will both have actions in the Raptor. Beep Beep, what do you do?
Clearly, my first tactic isn't working, so I scamper up Toretto's legs, back on his lap, and I go beep beep, and then I honk his horn twice as I say beep beep.
I think he's like, what do you want?
And then I'm gonna lunge for the parking brake so hard that I rip it off. So I'm gonna like make him parking brake and then just rip the bar, like the handle off.
So you try to pull the parking brake so hard that you break it. Roll ferociousness.
Yes. Oh, that's not good.
I think we can give you some of our 10 cool points.
I was gonna say, can I?
What'd you roll?
I only rolled. Oh, I guess. Do I get an extra die because I'm trying to break something?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I only rolled 1 success.
Okay, you're real little and this is hard, so you fail at something finally. So you really min-max this raccoon character, huh?
I didn't intend for this.
You sort of put your weight on the emergency brake, trying to pull it. You can spend 1 cool point to pull the brake. You can spend 3 cool points to pull it and break off the handle.
You guys cool with this?
Do it.
I can see just out of the corner of my eye how excellent my team is doing, and inspired by their success and somehow leeching off of their success, I'm gonna spend 3 cool points.
All right, so you do so. You pull, you throw your weight on, swing it around to the other side, pulling the handle all the way down and snapping it off. As fast as the car is going, the emergency brake kicks in and it starts to spin and skid sort of sideways down the track. The other 2, Furiosa loses control in the oil puddle and crashes into a barrel, and from behind you, you see a big explosion and a fireball goes into the sky and is out of commission due to your actions. Brimstone's starting to gun it, getting into gear and catching up, coming around the corner. Brian and Bandit, what are you doing in the Raptor?
I look at the cigarette lighter that I was about to throw out the backside of the car to set the oil on fire and the big explosion, and I just sort of put it back, and I go, never mind. That's my turn.
Oh my gosh.
I got this. It's gonna be great. Okay.
Dang it. Bandit's just gonna try to fix more stuff.
Okay.
Maybe we could use a couple cool points for it, depending on how I roll.
Let's say Bandit's a car lyric.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Yak.
alacrity.
Okay. It's only 1 success.
Okay. You can fix 1 point of damage for your 1 success. You can fix 1 more for every cool point you spend. There's currently 5 damage to the car.
Ooh. Should we spend some more? How many do we have?
You have 7.
You have 7? Yeah. Should we spend like 2? 3?
Yeah, 3's fine, I think.
Okay. I don't know how much longer this race is going. Yeah, let's do 3.
Okay. All right. So you spend 3 of your points. Okay. So it leaves you with 4 points left. You take 4 damage off the car, so you're back to 1 damage. So Bandit very quickly sort of swinging around through these 2 engines, sort of taping things down and pinning things and bungee cords around different things. And yeah, you're pretty sure this will hold for a while. You did pretty proud of your work there.
I just love this image of this like raccoon cartoonishly like whirlwinding around inside of an engine.
Kind of like Taz.
Yeah. There's a little bit of smell of like burnt fur close to some of the hot parts.
All right, and then Brian, do you want to do anything else?
Oh no, that was all.
You just
that
want to
I
look cool. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So you with Crash and Scritches expertly steering you around this corner, you see very quickly that you are coming up on another right turn.
So many rights.
No, it's a right turn. Oh god, I'm so bad at directions. But oh no, what's that in the road or this other right turn? It's a family of ducks that is trying to just walk their way across the road. Everybody pick your numbers.
Oh, duck.
Oops. Sorry, I've
Oh, you're fine.
jumped the gun.
Everybody else ready? Nobody look. Y'all good?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry for the enter.
So
You just.
okay.
Oh no, good. The wrong way.
Why did we go that way?
Oh
because
no.
it's left on our screen.
Oh no, yeah. Oh shoot. It's fine.
Okay.
See how this goes.
So I think Bandit, a little confused, coming flying out, hearing the quacking ducks outside, comes flying out of the engine, grabbing onto the wheel, turning it, actually a little bit to the left instead of the right. So the Raptor starts to head off, not quite in the right direction. Crash. Let's see. Oh god, yeah. So Crash, you're the 4. So Crash you want to use an item?
Yeah, that turn may make it a little tricky, but I want to quickly reconfigure the cardboard box and lean out and scoop up all the ducks.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know what to make you roll for that. What do you want to roll for that?
I mean, let me look at the wording of some of these. Can I roll rotundity because I'm remaining steadfast in adversity?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
You can do
that's so good.
that. Of course you can.
And can I add an extra one? As I imagine, I'm saving a family of ducklings, much like my family was not saved.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you call that the core conflict of your character?
Probably.
Then you can add 2 dice to it instead of just 1.
Get him.
These ducks are gonna wish they hadn't been
Oh.
saved when we go crashing into that wall.
Yep. That is 3 successes.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I love it. So I think as Bandit sort of skitters across the wheel, accidentally turning it a little too far to the left, Crash, you reconfigure the cardboard box into this large, like, flat shape and sort of scoop all the ducks up. Are you bringing them into the car?
Yeah.
Are you putting them... Okay. Sure.
For now, at least.
Sure. So Crash scoops up all of these ducks. Oh, I'll move them. They're in the car with you. So you now
You're
have
putting
5.
your ducks in a row.
Yeah, I'm putting them all in a row. So you now have scooped up and sort of dumped off into the passenger seat of the car 5 ducks. I really thought you would just drive around them. But that's not what happens. So Crash saves the
Give
day.
us a Chekhov duck.
They're gonna come in handy. There are 5 of them and 5 of us. Just wait.
Okay, so you super save this wonderful family of 5 ducks, and they're sort of quacking at you, but they're very appreciative. I don't think you speak duck, but I think you get the general feeling. So you saved all the ducks. Brian, you hit the gas.
I'm assuming we're pointed the right way now.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
About that.
You're all now at a speed of 6. Which is very fast. Scritches. What would you like to do?
Gritches was also gonna try to do something to save the ducks, but they're already here, so.
Save us.
You wanna-
Do a sweet flip or something.
Okay.
You do have 4 cool points left if you all want to agree to do something extra cool, because
Okay.
you are accelerating very quickly off the road right now.
Okay. Using her big chonk girl powers.
Chonk.
She's sick.
Can Scritches somehow, we'll figure this out, just sort of like boomerang herself toward like the front of the vehicle to get it pointed in the right direction from her sheer chunkness.
Okay.
Maybe she hits the handbrake and we.
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
An actual Tokyo drift.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, so Scritches from the back seat sort of throws herself and all of her weight onto the handbrake. Roll.
Rotundity?
Yeah, sure.
She's a big girl.
Behind it.
She is using chunk.
Yeah.
I'm using all the chonk
Scritches
that
uses
she can.
chonk. Yeah. Go ahead and roll rotundity.
Alright. That's 1 success.
Use those cool points.
Can we use some
We
cool
still have
points?
4 of them.
If you spend 2 cool points, you can hit the brake hard and fast enough to right yourself around this corner, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys good?
Okay.
That
Yeah,
sounds pretty
do
good
it.
to me.
With
All
a
right, you got
resounding-
2
No better than dying.
All right, so the reigning queen of Chonk throws herself onto the handbrake with all of her might, righting the car. You all sort of drift very hard around this corner. You're going very fast right now, but Scritches, saving the day at the last second, sort of rights the Raptor, and you make it around the curve and sort of speed off in the right direction. Beep beep.
Hopefully, meanwhile of that happening, as Toretto's car is now skidding and screeching probably to a glorious defeat, hopefully, Beep Beep is going to pull themselves out of the open window onto the roof of the car, and then using, I don't know, the momentum, just gonna like jump and just like spread eagle, like jump towards the other car, back towards the team car.
Okay, and try to land on the truck. Sure.
Just like jump for it, maybe while Crash is scooping up the ducks and just beep beep.
Okay, you're gonna roll alacrity for leaping.
I'm bad at that. I'm bad at everything but fighting things.
Wait, are you trying to jump onto our car or the red one?
Your guys' car.
Yeah.
Okay.
While all this chaos is happening, like I'm like beep beep.
Okay.
Oh no! It's like driving for a wall.
BB sort of catching the truck in the middle of a drift. Go ahead and roll alacrity.
I have no bonuses to this. Here we go. I have 0 successes because I only rolled 1 die.
Oh no.
Can you use the rest of our cool points?
Oh, do we have like 1 or 2? 1 left?
You have
2 left.
2, and I think if you spend both of them, Beep Beep will maybe manage to hang on to the tailgate.
Ah.
My original plan was to grab a duck and then like Legend of Zelda it to the truck, but then they got scooped. All the ducks got scooped.
Oh no. We want our beep. We need our beepster, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, use
Spend
those
them. We
points.
need a beep beep. We need a beep beep.
All right, so the last of those points went very quickly, as at the last second, catching the very end of the Raptor's drift, Beep Beep, you sort of latch on to the tailgate of the truck, sort of holding on, claws digging in for dear life. Toretto's car is sort of skidding kind of out of control. He is desperately trying to right himself. Brimstone back there, the fire truck, the only other racer left, just is casually chugging along. Just following right along. He's doing great back there, personally, I think. You're currently at a 6 speed, so you are pulling ahead quite a bit of all of the other racers, but I'm gonna roll 6
Gotta go fast.
dice. I roll no ones. I roll 2 successes, so no damage to the car, and
You got 2 more points.
gain 2 points, which you spend on doing cool stuff. And as you continue down this road, you do see in front of you another small stretch of road with a very large pothole in the center of it, and then coming up very quickly, a left turn
Oh no.
onto an even more
dreaded.
narrow road than the one you were currently on. Everybody pick your number.
Shoot. Okay. Gonna make sure I click the right one this time.
All right, everybody ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. All right, so first up, Crash. Seeing what is coming, you step on the brakes, trying to get better control of your speed, bringing your speed down to 1. Scritches as the car sort of goes along towards this pothole. You and Bandit both sort of grab onto the steering wheel, turning hard to the left. Y'all on this accelerator pedal, I swear. Turning very hard
Gotta go very fast.
to the left, both of you all slowing down just a bit, just skirting the edge of this pothole and righting yourselves with this left turn as Brian, looking at Crash, skitters down and presses on the accelerator again. Bringing you back up to a 6 speed, and I missed in the middle of that beep beep. What item would you like to use?
Well, I am hanging off the back of this truck.
Mm-hmm.
The turbo rocket's right there in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Beep beep don't know. Beep beep got a beep beep. Just gonna light that fuse real quick.
All right, so Beep
Sorry.
hops up into the back of the truck, lighting the turbo rocket, which gives you, what's the plus to your speed, Brian?
3.
I think it's 3. Yeah.
It's 3, which brings your speed to a 9. As Brian, you hit the accelerator, and the truck, for some reason, unbeknownst to you, lurches forward, flying into this next turn. Brimstone coming right along, waiting for his moment. He's doing great. And seems to be moving sort of faster and faster with every turn. And Dom Toretto behind you, riding the Charger at the last second and getting back on track, though very far behind the rest of you thanks to Beep Beep's sabotage. I am now gonna roll.
Sabotage.
Did I get everybody? Yes.
Yeah.
I am
I
now
was so
gonna
sure
roll
you guys were gonna break.
9d6.
So
for your
bad,
speed.
but not that bad.
Well, I'm sure that no one back there would use my my rocket, so I'm just gonna keep accelerating.
Okay. I rolled very good. So you're all welcome. You get 1, so we're gonna add 1 damage to the car, I think, as Beep Beep lights up the turbo rocket, which sort of jolts the whole truck forward. The axles kind of wiggling. Not used to going this fast. It's a good truck, but it's a big truck, and it is not used to going this fast. But you guys did get 5 successes. So we're back up to 7 points of cool. And you are coming up very quickly on this narrow left turn. Everybody pick your number. You guys make some really good faces when you're picking these numbers. Everybody ready? You got about 5 seconds.
Okay.
We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So seeing just how fast this turbo rocket has set you off, I think you all surprisingly see Beep Beep flying through the back windshield of the truck, and diving for the brake pedal.
They've made a tactical error.
Reducing your speed by 1 to 8. As you come around this corner, I see 2 2s. So Scritches hanging on to the steering wheel, helping Crash sort of pull it to the left. The 2 of you keeping the team on track, pull the car, the Raptor to the left around this turn. Brian and Bandit, you have an action.
Oh, after you.
We're really far. Okay. My thought was, Bandit's gonna scoop the ducks back out of the box. So they're sitting on the seat with us.
Okay.
And then he's gonna like get the box ready to like chuck it at the red car when it gets close.
Okay. All right. So you, a Bandit in preparation picks up this cardboard box, getting ready to throw it at the fire truck called Brimstone as it comes around the corner. Brian, is there anything you want to do before that happens?
I'm assuming, so I know we can't get the boost from it again, but the rocket is still like exploding back there, right?
Oh yeah, it's on.
Okay. What I'd like to do is kick the rocket, and try to break it off the car, and angle it back towards the big red target behind us.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I think these happen simultaneously. I guess both of you roll ferociousness.
Ferocious. How ferocious am I?
All right.
Okay.
Do I have anything that might help? No, I don't think so. I don't think this connects to my story.
Well, I got a success.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. I'm calling this between the 2 of you a partial success. I think it will help slow Brimstone down. I think if you're trying to get rid of Brimstone or put them out of commission, you need a little bit more.
Can we spend some cool points? I think we got
You
like
have
5.
7.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw a box. I'm gonna throw a rocket.
Rocket
What if-
hits, distracts. Rocket, or no, box hits, distracts. Rocket goes through box, impales driver.
Yes.
Maybe the box catches fire from the rocket, and so it's just like this. It's very distracting.
It's a very big box. It can hide a whole panda.
Okay. If you all spend
I'll spend all 7 to make this work.
I think if you spend
Okay, now don't get greedy.
3 of them, that'll bring you both up to 3 successes. essentially whatever you want to describe will happen.
Steal at half the
With them.
price. I think twice the price. I think that we should do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. So you send 3. Oh, so what happens? How
My
do you all
thought.
coordinate this attack?
So you were throwing the box back at the car.
Yeah, I was like waiting for the perfect moment to just
Yeah.
hook this box.
Yeah, smoke screen, and then I get underneath the rocket and just sort of lift and just scratch at the stuff holding it down a bit, and
Just not much.
yeah, and just let it do its rocket thing after I direct it in the right direction.
Okay, so I think you all see Bandit and Brian coordinate this attack through the back window. Bandit takes the flattened cardboard box and flings it at just the right angle to where it lands over the windshield. Brimstone is a large truck and hard to keep control of as it is, and now I can't see where it is going. And I think it sort of skids a little bit trying to make this turn in the dark and ends up right behind the Raptor as Brian, you cut through the what's left of the duct tape that was holding this thing down. It was about to go in just a minute anyway, and so you cut through and the rocket sort of flies off the back of the truck straight through the cab of the fire truck, and it explodes.
I didn't realize cars were so flammable.
You ever seen a movie?
I mean, they do call it a fire truck. What else would it be carrying?
Oh, baby.
Brimstone skids and flips, and there's lots of fire. And you all make it around this turn as Dom Toretto, the final racer left, makes it around this pothole and is catching back up. Did I get everybody that time? 1, 2, 2, 6, 6. Yes. I am now gonna roll 8 dice. Woo! Not so good. So you're gonna get 5 successes from that, bringing you up to 9 points you can spend on cool stuff. Your car is going to take 3 damage from the force of the rocket blast. And just a general speed that you are driving. I will remind you, a pickup truck at. So you take off at this high speed down this long road at still a very fast pace. Dom Toretto sort of skidding around the corner behind you, trying to catch up and making his way as you come upon the most dangerous of turns on the track. A very, very sharp indeed left-hand turn and then a curve onto another road.
No.
Everybody pick your numbers. Yeah, you guys didn't think turning a car was gonna be so hard, huh?
How much do giant pandas weigh?
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw some nods. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So first up, Bandit. A little distressed with how the engine is looking, trying to go this fast in the Raptor. Bandit sort of gets down by the pedals and presses the brake, reducing your speed to a 7. Simultaneously, Brian and Scritches both sort of climbing up onto opposite sides of Crash, both pull the steering wheel of the truck to the left just enough to make it around this corner. the other two of you, as the steering wheel is turned and the car is making a hard left, Beep Beep and Crash are both going to use an item.
Beep beep.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that there is like a street light pole there or something.
Sure.
So taking the bandit mask, tying it off, maybe even to the steering wheel to help with turning, Crash is gonna jump out, holding onto the bandit mask, and grab the pole and do that thing of like, you shoot the grappling hook and the car swings around.
Well, okay.
This game is ridiculous. I love it.
How do you see this play? What exactly do you want to accomplish? How do you see this playing out if you roll really well?
Helping the car make the turn around this super tight.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we've turned about 60 degrees, and you're gonna need a little bit more to get on track. So roll.
I mean, I'm using my weight here.
Yeah.
And I'm taking this action to save my found family.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, roll rotundity with all the dice.
Roll your chunk.
We're gonna be saved by Chunk.
Roll for chunk.
The second time.
That's 3 successes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I think you all, Brian and Scritches, you're hanging on to the steering wheel and trying to turn it as hard as you can. And I think seeing in this last second that you need a little bit extra, Crash, using the bandit mask sort of wraps around and using his weight to pull the truck that final bit that you need. You all sort of swing very far around toward the edge of the road, but the truck sort of keeps on course where it needs to be. Beep beep.
I am going to reach behind me and magically pull out an entire police siren.
Yep.
And I'm gonna light it up. I just like hold it out to hopefully, because like when you're driving and see the police sirens, and you're like, I can't look away. I'm trying to drive straight, but and that's what I'm gonna try and do to Dom Toretto, so that he messes up on this turn. Like he's like so he's not able to see exactly right the bright lights and the noise. It's a little too much.
Okay. This feels like a ruse to me.
I can live with that.
I'm gonna say chutzpah unless you have a good argument for something else.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay. 2 successes.
Yeah, I think that's enough. So you get the as Crash sort of directs the car with all of his panda weight around the corner. You light up the police light and the siren and the lights and sounds, and I think it throws Dom a little bit off his game. He is catching up, but not quite at the speed he was at before, driving a little more carefully, as we all do when we think cops are following us. So you all make it around this curve. I'm gonna say Crash, with your successes, you kind of make it around this final curve, sort of riding the truck, as Dom Toretto is following you and trying his best to catch up. And as you come around this corner, you all are going to see some warning signs. Construction ahead. And another right turn where this narrow road starts to open up just a little bit, but you're not entirely sure what is around the corner. I'm going to go ahead and roll 7 dice for your speed because somebody stepped on the brake. That's no ones, and 5 more successes for the team, so the gamble is paying off. You have 14 points now.
Yes!
For cool things, so start doing some cool things. Nothing you've done has been cool so far, I swear. But you have so many points to spend.
Trying our best
on this. No, I'm just kidding. This is amazing. Y'all are pulling up on the construction side, sort of Dom Toretto falling a little bit behind, trying to come around this corner. Everybody pick another number for the next round.
Oh, man.
Coming up on a right turn. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not everyone.
Scritches looks concerned. In
You can be
5,
both concerned and ready.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have three
What?
threes, and one of them is plus cool stuff, and I would absolutely love to know what that's about. Bandit and Scritches pulling on the steering wheel to turn to the right. Crash also wanting to help turn to the right. What's the cool stuff?
I assume there's a ramp of some kind that we're going to be able to take for a shortcut, and I'm going to try to aim us for that.
Yeah, there's absolutely a detour around the construction onto a ramp.
No, the ramp is part of the construction.
There's definitely a ramp somewhere up here around the construction. How do you see this going?
The ramp is going to let us go over the majority of the construction and not have to deal with it.
Yeah. All right. So you can, with your final right turn, help direct the truck onto this ramp. I'm gonna say, y'all are turning a little far to the right. So yeah, 3 cool points, and you can do it.
I mean, we have 14.
Yeah, you do. I wanted to say like 10 cool points, so that seems completely ridiculous. At 3 and you can do it.
Do it.
Yep.
Do it.
All right. So you have 11 cool points left as Crash sort of throwing his weight back into the truck with Scritches and Bandit helping him on the steering wheel direct onto this ramp that is going to take you over a lot of construction. Brian, you want to use an item, sir?
Yes, I do.
What item?
I bring out my cell phone again.
Okay.
And
I
I
hate
call.
that you rolled that.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Yeah, I call Toretto.
Okay. Sure, he answers. He has Bluetooth in that car. It's a
I was like,
2019.
you're using hands free, right? This would be. I don't want to talk to you if you don't have both hands on the wheel.
Yeah. I don't know what Vin Diesel sounds like.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
How things going back there, buddy?
Bad.
Yeah, I can tell. I know you're saving that nos for the last bit of the race. I know. Yeah, you know how I know. I know how you race. I know how you beat me in the past. That's why I switched out the valve. So I really recommend you don't hit that button when the time comes. Otherwise, bad things are gonna happen. Just wanted to give you a bit of warning, considering how much of a hard time you're having back there. So just thought I'd let you know.
Are you lying to Dominic Toretto?
Yeah, I am.
Roll plus chutzpah.
Yeah, I am.
So since this ties into the core conflict of my
Yeah,
my
you
being,
you get the 2 extra.
all right. So that's gonna be 6 dice. That's 4 successes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to shake him off his game. Maybe he uses it eventually, but maybe he thinks about it for a bit longer.
He hangs up on you.
Oh, that's rude. I text him, love you, bye.
Okay. Yeah, we'll resolve that in a second. Don't text and drive, kids.
But only if there are 4 other raccoons driving the car with you.
You're technically not driving right now. Because
If you have 4 other
Bandit,
raccoons
Crash are
helping
all
you drive,
driving.
you can text kids.
Okay. Dictated but not read.
But only then.
Beep beep.
If there are 4 raccoons in your car, I hope you're pulling over.
You're not driving.
Mom, you'll never guess what's happening.
Beep beep.
I grab a duck.
Okay.
And I once again leap from the vehicle.
Okay, why? What are you
He's
doing?
not. Dominic Toretto's not giving up. Yeah, I'm just gonna begin
And neither's
my
Goofy.
slow Legend of Zelda descent towards his car.
Can ducks fly?
Yes.
Fly, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you
So you grabbed a mommy duck?
Well, the biggest one, yeah. Maybe 2 ducks. My rotundity is 1, so I'm not a heavy raccoon.
1 duck.
I'm
One
not
duck
gonna
'cause
let
I
you
want the
kill
other
two
4.
baby ducks.
Take the mama. I want the other 4.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take the mom.
You take a. Why did I put ducks in this? You take a duck, and as you are speeding toward this ramp, and Brian, as Dom hangs up the phone on you, he sort of speeds around the corner, sort of catching up past the construction signs, and you all see Beep Beep once again, this time duck in hand, holding the duck victoriously over their head. You see Beep Beep leap.
I turn to Brian and just beep beep. Beep beep.
Beep, beep, beep. I don't understand what you. Oh, yeah, okay. And I go with them.
So you take Brian with you?
Yes.
What?
Taking.
It's a
Taking Brian with
duck.
It's okay. I'm just gonna wait till we get farther up the ramp so we've got some height on it. Just slow our descent. That's how
Okay.
physics works. Come on.
If Beep Beep weighs the same as a duck.
Then he's a witch.
Okay, so grabbing a hold of Brian, you fly with this duck, sort of, out of the car. I don't know, roll something.
Roll friendship with Brian.
Anti-rotundity.
Yeah.
Roll, both of you roll alacrity. That's leaping, climbing is swimming, and I'm gonna say also hang gliding, which is kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I rolled a failure because my alacrity is 1.
Okay.
I rolled 4 successes.
All right.
I'm glad I brought you.
Yeah, I think Brian is gonna sort of carry you through. Are you trying to land
Here's what I'll.
on
But
the car?
Beep Beep's trying to like monologue at you dramatically, like basically trying to do this Shakespearean monologue. Like, I'm bringing you to the point of your vengeance, and this is your dramatic moment. This is all free. It's all in beeps, and like not paying attention to actually holding on the duck and flying. That's what Beep Beep's doing.
I'm really just imagining the end of the Emperor's New Groove where he's talking to the squirrels.
Yes, except for the squirrels don't understand.
The thieves, no.
Except for I'm the squirrel.
Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking. Okay. Are you trying to land on the car?
I don't think I have a decision in this anymore.
No,
I
probably
failed.
not. Brian, where are you trying to land? Because you're sort of in control of this duck.
Well,
glide.
yeah, I was gonna say that if it looks like BP wasn't gonna make it, maybe I use some of my successfulness to push them back onto the truck and catapult myself further to the car, so I can mano a mano Toretto for a bit. But if that doesn't work, then
No, that will work because Beep Beep super failed, so you're sort of
and I go beep
in
beep
control.
beep beep.
Beep,
And I
beep.
just I push them back so that Mama Duck carries them back to safety, and I
Dramatically flies back and salutes.
land on the hood of the car.
You absolutely do. And so this happens, and you land Beep Beep and the Mama Duck safely in the bed of the truck. Brian on the hood of the Dodge Charger. As the car sort of careens onto a ramp and over all of this construction that you're about to have to navigate through. There's a cement truck, there's rocks, there's broken up pavement, there's all kinds of stuff. But the Crash Pandas don't care because they just fly right over it. on their-
Crash, ironically, saved us from crashing.
You did. Good job, everyone who steered just then. You make it over this ramp and toward what is surely the last leg of the race. I'm going to reveal some more of this before I roll, because you all are about to come up on a few very dramatic turns. 2 right turns coming up very, very quickly in this sort of hairpin turn. The road narrowing a little bit in front of you. Toretto behind you with what is now a raccoon in a t-shirt and jeans and sunglasses on the hood of his car. You're
T-pose
still
for
going
Dom
at a
and Brian.
speed of 7, so you fly over this ramp into the turn, and I'm going to roll 7 dice for you all while you all decide what you want to do next. That is 3 successes for you. You get your cool points back. You've still got 14. I'm not sure how you all have managed this. The car does take 1 damage, I think, as you come off of this ramp and sort of land really hard on the pavement, the suspension, catching most of the damage, but you hear a couple of cracks underneath the car. Something's not right, but you're not in any immediate danger. You're at 4 out of 10 damage currently. You have 14 cool points, and you're at a speed of 7. Everybody pick your next number. You can see the finish line over around what's probably a couple more turns, but it's over here. You can see it. Everybody good? Yeah? Mostly? I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Scritches has a lot of question marks by hers. All right. So 1, 2, 3 of you, Beep Beep, Crash, and Bandit all make hard right turns coming around these 2 corners at a very fast speed. While this is happening, Scritches, you want to use an item plus cool? What do you want to do?
Maybe. I wasn't sure how hard of a turn we would make, but I kind of wanted to use my balloon, maybe in conjunction with those ducks that we picked up, and maybe just fly the car the rest of the way. Maybe.
So try to pick the car up off the road and just skip towards the finish line?
Maybe. I could give the ducks their motivation. Their motivation is
Here's your
not just to win. Not just to win, because that's a given and it's gonna happen. But to win in the most glorious way possible. Can you do that for me? Can you make this happen? Please? Quack?
I'm gonna have you roll chutzpah.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Brian, you also have an action you want to do.
Yeah.
You're on the hood of a
I'm
car.
on the hood in the car. I'd like to climb in through the passenger window.
Okay. And
when I sit down in the seat, and I buckle my seatbelt because I need to be safe.
well, you're an officer of the law.
I am. And I say, Dom, I need to tell you something. I work for the FBI. Listen, I meant to tell you sooner. I know you blame me for Letty, for what happened between the 2 of you. And, you gotta know that I want out. I'm done. This life is all I want now. I'm done with the double life. Dom, you're the best friend that I've had, and well, there's nothing good waiting for us at the end of this race. I think we should just stop. I think we need to just make a run for it. The 2 of us and our family together. I know where Letty is. We can find her. What do you say?
You also roll plus chutzpah.
Okay, I assume this also is going to be a +2. This is very tied in
Yeah.
with the plot of Fast and
it's all of
Furious. Okay,
I just need to know how many cool points you need to use so I can tell Scritches how many she needs to use a balloon and some ducks to literally fly a whole ass pickup truck to the end of a race.
that's 4 successes.
Hey, I got 2.
I think Dom is your friend, and that's enough. Scritches, you have to use all of them. If you
Up
spend
to you guys.
14 cool points. You can use a balloon and some ducks who are very motivated by their new acting coach. Fly a pickup truck over the finish line and skip the last obstacle.
This is a team effort, y'all. It's up to you.
Think light thoughts. Think light thoughts.
Beep beep.
Is the rest?
Bandit like disconnects seats and starts throwing them out the window. Make them lighter.
Yeah. You are in it. You are dedicated. This is the method that I've been talking about. Everybody, let's get in this.
Beep Beep just like takes the broken off parking brake lever and is just like using it as a literal lever to just like pop other stuff off, like wheels. I don't know, popping wheels off. Like,
We don't need those.
we're just lifting a frame.
We don't need wheels where we're going.
Beep beep.
Okay, so Crash sort of steering the truck along as best you can, thinking light thoughts. Beep Beep and Bandit teaming up to dump everything you don't need to fly this truck. And Scritch is motivating the heck out of some ducks and using your fucking balloon, I guess.
It's mostly for Crash.
Yeah, let some Crash.
Yeah, the ducks
He's like hovering.
The ducks lift the truck and then Crash just kind of floats holding a little red balloon.
Crash is holding a little red hanging out the window. Brian, buckled in from the passenger seat of the Dodge Charger, I think you give this speech to your best friend. And the Dodge Charger comes flying at top speed around the corner, Dom kicking the NOS in at the last second, cutting around the corner just in time to see the Raptor floating over the finish line. I think you all in the truck celebrate as you have won, and he sort of drives, Dom with you, Brian, sort of drives the Raptor up to the corner of the track that they just floated over, hits the brakes, and Tokyo drifts into a stop and sits for a moment and looks at you. And he smiles.
I extend one arm to go in for a power handshake.
And I think he accepts the power handshake, and you lock this as the rest of you in the Raptor celebrate your victory. And I guess you own a theater now. As the serpent comes walking out, sort of slow clapping for all of you. I think a couple of you see familiar faces in the crowd as from one side of the track, just very briefly, Bandit, you see Jeff just kind of stick his head through the crowd.
Guys, it's my dad. It's my dad.
Your dad is Jeff Goldblum?
A thumbs up. And then he disappears back into the crowd.
You have to introduce me. You have to introduce me.
Okay, but like, he's just my dad. What's the big deal?
He's so much more.
Beep 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 beep.
Pulls out folded paper with the diagram of the theater blowing up.
Beep beep. Boom boom.
I'll let you know after this dinner with Bandit's dad.
Yeah, maybe to celebrate.
Beep beep.
Yeah, tuck that away for a bit.
And as you discuss your future with the theater, the three of you, Brian sort of making amends with your friend to put your family back together, and Crash sitting in the cab of the truck. I think the 5 ducks all sort of walk up in the middle seat next to you and just kind of look at you.
Let's go. We gotta find your other brothers and sisters.
And you scoop the ducks up and go on to celebrate your victory. That is where we're going to end. Crash Pandas.
Yay!
and the Furriest.
Surprisingly wholesome.
Tonight. What a nice ending after you just definitely murdered all of them. No, they're still alive. At the last second, as the serpent is slow clapping, I think the drivers that you all went up in explosions sort of walk out of the fire very dramatically, and they applaud as well for a race well run. You win! Yay!
What do you know? This is a family channel.
Very good, everyone. Well, thank you so much, the 5 of you, for playing with me. I've wanted to run this game for a while, and it did not at all go how I planned, and I am all the better for it. So thank you guys for playing with me and going on this wonderful race. Thank you, everybody out there who watched and hung out with us for this stream. We had such a good time. Thank you to all of our new friends out there and our new followers. We did indeed hit our first follower stretch goal for our giveaway. So in addition to the book, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, we are also going to be drawing a second winner now for the Avernus Dice and Miscellaneous set. So that is very cool. So make sure that you go to the GGK Twitter page, that you enter that giveaway, so we can give you all some cool stuff. We will be back tomorrow for another episode of Match Pony at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and the rest of our schedule. We've got a lot of stuff going on all throughout the week, so check out our streaming schedule if you're watching this live below. If not, you can check out our Twitter, or our Twitch page, or our website, ggk.smbi.co, for our schedule and all of the things that we are going to be streaming throughout the week. We're so happy to have all of you, and a big special thank you to our guest player, Sid, this evening for hanging out with us and spending her Monday with us. Sid, tell the internet people where they can find you.
They can find me. Well, shout out to my brother-in-law, because you can find me in his basement right now because he let me do this while I was traveling. So Louis in chat, thanks, dude. You can find me on Tuesdays over at the Femsplained cast. Tuesday nights, that's 10 o'clock Eastern on Tuesdays. Neverland 5E. Hashtag Peter Pan's a jerk. And on Sundays, you can find me over on Encounter Roleplay with Savvy, doing that Apocalypse One game. That is 5 o'clock Eastern over at Encounter Roleplay. It's dope. And thank you so much for having me. I've wanted to play this game for so long, and it did not disappoint.
We are so glad you got to come play with us. I had a great time. I hope all of you had a great time. And with that, check out all of our links below. We have a ton of stuff. We have, like I said, a Twitter. We have a website. We also have a Discord server that anyone can join. We talk about tabletop games. We talk about video games. We talk about memes. We talk about all kinds of other fun stuff. We play video games together. We have a guild where you can join us if you're a subscriber to play D&D and stuff like that with us and other members of our community. So join that. Lots of links all below us. Twitch.tv/game nights, 2 G's in game and a K in nights. And I think with that, we will leave you for the evening. Thanks everybody for playing. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you tomorrow. But until then, good game and good night, internet.
Night, internet.
Good night,
Beep, beep, internet.
Night.